That's really weird. I don't know why, but that one should work. Why is it not playing the audio clip? Did I fail to create the command? Actually, that's possible. You never have low latency on your connection. It makes you see nothing but the buffering icon going in slow eternal circles. I understand that, Winter Slice. It was worth a shot. I've had that issue before. Is anybody else having... Does it sound weird? Does the audio sound weird to you at all? Because if it does, then maybe something's going on my end. It sounded fine going out, but that's not the same thing. So, sounds great. Awesome. Okay, well, good. And I also even readjusted my microphone DQ, which was a little bit. Well, it just sounded bad. Actually, it wasn't very well done. Hey, how's it going, Rabbit? Good to see you there, Crutus. What do we have here? Strider, Stephen Malowski, Killick. Rev Brown, how you doing? Good to see you all. Don't know anything about the audio. Rabbit's like, I don't even listen to the audio. Who is this guy? Why am I here? Refreshed again. Now the mic sounds a little bit peaky. Now that could be my settings. Actually, to be honest with you, looking at the meter, it probably is a bit peaky. Hang on. Let's see. That might be this might be a little better. Hopefully, it has a limiter on it. Oh, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Just got started, so yeah, I hadn't got too far into it. But yeah, there's a limiter on it so that if I get a jump scare or something like that, I don't necessarily deafen everybody. Let's see. What was wrong? Oh, yeah, that was that command I was working on. Hang on a second. I think I forgot. I did forget something. Hang on a second. For some reason, I feel like I created this. I don't know why it's not here now. Maybe I didn't save it. Adding sounds in real time, you know? Now let's try it. I love you, baby. Whoa, is it really Winter Slice? Hang on, I have to go fix that. I wonder how that happened. Actually, I probably forgot to change the title, which is kind of weird. I usually do pretty good for that. Oh, you're right. Which is really strange. Why? Hang on a second. That's the 12th. That was last Tuesday. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Why is that listed as that? I feel like I actually changed that before the stream, but I was very tired Sunday. I very well could just be dreaming. There. That's fixed. My apologies. To all my YouTube viewers out there, all 197 of you, thank you for your patience, and I apologize for mistitling Sunday. That was definitely not King's Quest 3. Hey, Hummicker. Oh, I got it right here. Oh, wait, no, this is just T. But anyway, so what? New sounds. You heard one. I love you, baby. I know that from something, but I don't know what it is. And then we have this one. This should be a random Konami sound. There's two of them. That one we heard in the intro. That transient on the left is really annoying. There's the other one. Okay. So there's two. Anyway, let's get going. I was beginning to feel the groove in King's Quest 3. We ended last week. Oops. Now I am ready to play Metal Gear. You were mentioning that anyway, I think. It may have been on the Sound Clips channel. Written by Roberta Williams. Well, that explains a lot. What is a key grip? I've always wondered. Anybody know what a key grip is? You're a big Metal Gear fan, even if 5 was a bit disappointing and Konami did Kojima dirty. MGS sound clip randomly on Konami command? Yeah, hang on, let's see. There was it Sneak? Yeah.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
You pick something up once, and you're a grip for life. There you go. Restore. Okay, that was when we ended last week. And there's my inventory. I mean, do I want to know what he was gripping? That's the thing. And was it just keys, or was he the primary person to do the gripping? What exactly is that? You love David Hayter made that as a joke. I want to say there's a video of him saying it too. Like I don't know if it was part of an interview or what. I forget now exactly how that came about. I want to say he was encouraged to do it. It's been a few years since I actually saw the story behind that. Okay, anyway, so we now have a knife, a spoon, bread, a bowl, empty cup, and fruit. I mean, he's got some food and some stuff to eat it with. You've seen the video on YouTube. Okay. Oh, is he... Oh, that's right. He should be coming back. He was coming back from whatever that trip was. So he hasn't returned yet, which means he's probably not in his room. I forgot I usually play some music in the background. Hang on just a moment. I forgot how little audio is in this game. Oh, there it is. Okay. What the hell? What did I just click on? Windows, why did you do this to me? What is going on? Sorry. I clicked on the start button and literally everything minimized to the far left screen. And when I unminimized everything, it was all grouped on one monitor. I have no idea what I clicked on. Another streamer you follow paid David Hayter to do his sub alerts, etc. in his voice. It was hilarious. Oh, now that is a cool idea. I wonder how much that cost. Oh, look, a new follower. You know, I was like, oh, I know what I was going to do. Where's the boss button? It seems like there is one. I'm using Windows 11 and I literally clicked all the way to the far left up against the edge of the screen and it minimized everything like the like that auto hide button that used to be to the right of the clock. I guess it's still there now. I don't know. I don't use that. Let's see. All right. Hopefully this is decent enough. It's a short playlist, so we might hear the same song frequently. Getting TLC to do that? Do what? Who dat? Hey, Sweezagon, how you doing? Getting John St. John to do Duke Nukem would be great as well, and more retro. Yeah, that's true. I guess somebody needs to get John Rhys Davies to do to do theirs. He qualifies in all kinds of pop culture areas, including games and retro. On top of that, and he's an amazing narrator. So, oh, from Stargate, yeah. The pause button usually darkens the screen, or it plays a graph. It should be on the special menu. Oh, well, I know, on this, there isn't one. I don't ever remember seeing a boss key on Sierra games. Normal speed, slow speed, fastest speed, normal speed. That's F9. F8, F7 restores, He hated doing Quest for Glory 4, I know, right? You're up to no good, Gwydion. Manon snarls through clenched teeth. Never again will you discover my secrets. Uh-oh, I think I'm about to die. Talking of John Rhys Davies, you've got a Lego Gimli set signed by him that says, "Nobody tosses a dwarf." Guy was a legend. Loved meeting him, talking to him at a Comic-Con. I would have loved to have met him too. Well, I mean, not like he's dead. I could still meet him somehow. But yeah, I would love to meet him. He would be a fun person. I'm sure he's got great stories. He seems like the kind of guy that could really tell you some great stories, like just stuff that he's dealt with and whatever. And how you doing today, Zaxler? Everybody else, good evening. Okay, I think I'm about to die. Zap. All right. Well, this means that I can't use this save. I don't know why he's killing me, though. Oh, just dead. Exclamation point, dead. D-E-A-D. Hey, Drew Stew. How you doing? That one actually is in there. I did change, I might have to bring some of those commands back. But dead actually encompasses a lot of different...
He's dead, Jim.
Random ones. Oh, I tried F9. And let's see. F9 is the restart key. So... ultimately, I can't use end of stream. Because I don't know what it is that he's killing me for. And... hey, Skyfall, how are you doing this evening? It's good to see you. I'm not really sure. Hey, Drew Stew. And Pi, how you doing this evening? How's the kitty doing? How's the leg? How rude of you. Ah, it's all right. I'm not that formal. I don't know what it is that he's killing me for. I'm assuming he's killing me because we went into his laboratory down underneath his office. But what did I do? I did close the door. I guess that does look like a book. It also looks like a monitor over there. He's doing okay, relaxing, cuddly as he always does. Nice, as long as he's in his normal mode. then he should be fine. Seems he's happy. Trivia time. Ooh, tell me what kind of trivia you like. 90s, all right. A wizard's never late. He kills exactly when he means to. Huh. Okay, this might be a little US-centric. I'm not really sure how far this reached. So, depending on how much activity we get from this question, I might ask another one that's much easier. What was the first fast food restaurant to offer patrons 20 free minutes of internet time? What was the first fast food restaurant to offer patrons 20 free minutes of internet time? This is an international fast food restaurant, and I would say most any developed nation probably has at least one in there within their borders. We got two people saying Burger King right off the bat. Still a little limp because of the stitches. Oh yeah, of course. Starbucks, Mickey D's. So we got two Burger King, a Starbucks, a McDonald's, and we all know that Taco Bell won the fast food wars. You think it's McDonald's, but no idea. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't remember it. It kind of seemed familiar. Like, I feel like I remember seeing ads or something related to this at one point, but I don't remember. Hey, Arky Chan, how you doing? But you're saying KFC. Kentucky Fried Connections. You haven't eaten on any of those? Wow. And Stephen Milovsky's got two answers. So you found the lab. Yeah, I did find the lab. Skyfall, I did find the lab. Problem is, I think that's why he's killing me. Because somehow or another, he knows I found the lab. But I don't know if the cat is a tattletale. Hell, for all I know, he is the cat. Speaking of that, probably going to have to get my notes out eventually, so why don't I go ahead and do that? All right, so the answer to the question, believe it or not, somebody did get it right. And then somebody got it right and changed their mind. The answer was Burger King. It was Burger King. He's like, I'm going to name every fast food restaurant. I'll be right one way or the other. You were right the first time. You can stop now. You don't remember being killed for finding his lab. Yeah, see, I don't understand. I'm not sure that's what it is. That's my problem. I don't know if that's what it is. But I'll give you guys another freebie. I'll give you another one on this one because that was actually surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. What was asteroid 1997 XF11 widely reported to be on a collision course with until astronomers recheck their math? What asteroid 1997 XF11 widely reported to be on a collision course with until astronomers recheck their math? What do I have in my inventory? Hey, Hellgrave Dragon, how you doing? Just some eating utensils and food. You have no idea again. Yeah, I remember this one. It was pretty big news back then. In fact, I want to say there was even a couple of movies that were made as a result of it. Not necessarily, with this catastrophe, but KFC comment. There you go. Maybe your inventory has an ingredient or put back something. It's possible. So far, he's only killed me for having things in my inventory that had an asterisk next to them, but that may only have been coincidence. I can't really say. Like Armageddon. Yep. And that actually, you kind of made me remember which one of the ones it was. You remember Halley's Comet name, but that's all. I figured this one would actually been easier than the, which was the first fast food restaurant to give 20 minutes of free internet. But the answer to this one was Earth. An asteroid was initially, they claimed it was initially going to head towards us. I think I need to sharpen my pencil. Technically, Deep Impact was supposed to be a remake of When Worlds Collide, but it was stuck in pre-production hell for too long. You guessed it. You did guess it. I figured that would have been an easy guess. All right. So the wizard will be back shortly. I mean, I could go hide stuff. Oh, what was going to hit Earth? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Trivia is always pretty cool. Well, thank you, Drew Stew. Yeah, there's plenty of trivia. What is the timer on that anyway? I forget now. Oh, it must be a 30-minute timer. I did have it set to a 30-minute timer initially because while I enjoy doing them, they can interfere with the stream. I can probably convince myself to reduce that to something like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. A huge asteroid actually crashed into Jupiter in 95. That sounds vaguely familiar, too. Sorry for the confusion. That was kind of a weirdly written question. That was one of the reasons I had a hard time reading the beginning of it. It's just kind of worded funny. So, what was asteroid 1997 XF11 widely reported to be on a collision course with? I mean, if you really, really pay attention to the question, it makes sense. But yeah, it's a little bit confusing with the way it's written. I mean, I could go hide stuff under here. You've been down and peek under the bed. Your possessions are still safely hidden. The problem with the possessions is you don't know what you put under the bed. You were trying so hard to guess. You were trying so hard to guess that you didn't listen to the end. Yeah. No, well, like I said, it was written confusing, too, so it wasn't you. The first time I read it, it didn't make sense to me. All right. So going fastest doesn't speed up time. I have a feeling I'm going to have to... What's the timer on that? 132? If you put all under the bed, I think it automatically puts all contraband. Oh, wait, okay. I see what you're saying. Go up the stairs, Gwydion. Yeah. Stealing a bunch of jars from Manny's lab. Yes, exactly. Hey, Nuke, how you doing?
Whoops.
You get on your hands and knees and quickly shove all your possessions under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there. So leave jars in the lab. In other words, it's probably me taking the jars out of the lab that he's killing me for. Is that what you're saying? I mean, it kind of makes sense. He goes down there and sees empty jars, missing jars, less, of ingredients. He would only assume it was me because I'm the only person who's in the house besides him. Unless the cat suddenly was capable of it. Stuff that belongs to the wizard, you gotta not have on you. Yeah, I didn't have any on me. So, for example, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let me see, because I really am beginning to wonder if it's me taking that stuff from the lab. He won't be back for another few minutes, so I have enough time to go up here and... If I put all under bed and he doesn't kill me, then it's something in my inventory. Your super secret lair has been messed around with, and only one other person I know of is around. Must have been the wind. Isn't that the way the guards are in Thief? You think that's enough time to navigate these stairs? Well, either I'll navigate them in a few minutes or I'll die trying, Winter Slice. Oh, come on now. Okay, so we'll just wait for a minute or two. Thief, Oblivion, Witcher, you name it. Splinter Cell. That's the one that always gets me. It's like you go whistle, and then all of a sudden he's like, "What was that?" And you hear the guard come over to you. Oh, must have been dreaming. Come on, Mr. Wizard. Is that... Must have been... Big fart. Must have been the wind. Yeah, that was the wind. Come on, Mr. Wizard. Where are you? There he is. Yeah, see, he's killing me again. Wind's howling. Okay, so it's something I did that he's killing me for. I don't suppose I can correct it. Hey, David Alexander, how you doing there? You think you know? Well, listen, considering at this point I would have to treat this as a soft lock since I don't really have a solution. The only thing I can really do is go back a couple of saves. I'm not opposed. If you have an idea as to what it was I did wrong, I can at least make sure I don't do it wrong again. I'm assuming it's the lab. I took stuff out of the lab and I hid it under my bed. I have jars from the lab. Okay, so I was right. Yep. Okay. Well, in that case then, let's see. Restore a game. The trapdoor. Now, I haven't gone down there yet. I just saved it after opening it. Yep. Not much. Nice spoon, bread, bowl, empty cup, fruit. When he killed me just a second ago, there was nothing in my inventory. I put everything under the bed. But I did remove stuff from his laboratory. So that's my guess. This game was always seemed intimidatingly difficult to. Yeah, the timer thing and trying to understand the way the wizard works, that's kind of annoying. But once I started to get a grasp on it, it's really not too bad. The main map is really small. It really only consists of, and I'm not talking about the wizard's house, but the actual world map consists of a 4x5 grid. And that's it. It's really, really tiny. Thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate that. It does seem cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool game. It's not bad at all. Magic Map, I think, is okay. If I remember correctly, I think it's only the wand. You know, I didn't even get the wand. I was looking for a wand. I don't know if I ever typed it. Get wand. You don't need it. Yeah. Take wand. What's my favorite game? My overall favorite game? That's kind of tough. I don't know if I really have a favorite game specifically, like my all-time nothing else beats it. But some of my favorite games in general, the original Colonel's Bequest always holds special memories to me, and I love playing that one. Tropico 2 is another one that I really love. And of course, I was a huge fan of EverQuest. I played that pretty seriously for about 5 years. I'm a big fan of the Splinter Cell series. In fact, I really want to finish playing Pandora tomorrow once I can finally sort out the Windows XP machine issues. Sathresh, thank you very much for that. Welcome in. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. Heck yeah, Colonel's Bequest is great, isn't it? Why settle for that? Why not the Colonel's A Quest? That's a good point. Too expensive, maybe? Or maybe I left the lab door open. No, I even double-checked. The first time he killed me, when we started up the stream today, I double-checked to make sure I did close the door. The trap door was closed then, so I don't think that was it. But people are saying jars are missing, he'll kill you, so that's probably what it is. I did take stuff out of the lab. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm not that far away from that. I mean, it's 1:17 game hours. He comes back around 1:34. And he'll kill me. So I've got about, 16, 17 minutes, something like that. Ninja hair. Okay. Oh, there's the cat. Oh, okay. Well, I'm up. Let me sharpen this. I'll be right back. This one too. No. Oh, no. Take it. I like this. And do a Fortnite day. And get the kiddo over here to do some floss dancing. I can't do that. I'm not coordinated enough for that nonsense. You haven't heard any of those, and you haven't played any of those, and you consider yourself a big nerd. Well, Tropico 2 is, that's one that, I mean, really, I think the majority of the fans for Tropico series probably came from about Tropico 3, 4, or 5. And 1 and 2, the first one was plagued by DRM, big time bad DRM. And the second one was obscure and very different. It was based on pirates. That was another one. And well, of course, EverQuest. That's an MMO. That one's free. So if you want to play that one, by all means, play it. You can go play that one right now. Let's see. You look in awe around this torchlit underground room. It appears to be a laboratory, a wizard's laboratory. Against the earthen walls, there are rows of shelves holding numerous jars which contain strange unknown ingredients. The shelves also hold skeletons of small animals, birds, and some human skulls and bones, and other odd instruments whose use you do not know. Against the earth wall is a massive oak table with a spacious worktop. The narrow stone steps lead up to the wizard's study. Okay. There's no reason to take it. How can you do that? So there isn't anything here. Curiously gaze at the strange jars of ingredients, the animal and human bones and other odd implements which line the rows of shelves. You see jars of ingredients resting on labeled shelves bearing such ghastly names as powdered fishbone, nightshade juice, mandrake root powder, saffron, toad spittle, and toadstool powder. Well, we already noticed that. Let's see. Against the earth wall is a massive oak Table with spacious worktop atop, blah, blah, blah. We already kind of looked at that. Okay. It looks curiously empty. You have no further interest in it. Open desk. It's just going to give me the same stuff there. Okay, so we know this is here. I know what ingredients are down here. I know what those ingredients can do. I actually need to open the manual back up. But, oh, that's right. I was working on a potion that I was hoping might be useful. Okay. So I needed I need the dried acorn, magic wand, and an empty pouch. I wonder if I can put him into a deep sleep. You just didn't have time to play them. Well, that's kind of the point of this channel, actually. There's a lot of games that I've missed over the years. Some I was more than aware of. Really? Oh my god. Really? Did you see that? There was like enough room to put another cat between me and him. If only you could give Mananan a taste of his own medicine. Sierra Stairs. Delete. Delete. Thank you, Roberta Williams. Exactly, Epic. You're dead. Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Your ninja reflexes did not help you. Damn cat. I mean, there was like a massive gulf of space between me and the cat. How he tripped me up like that, had to have stuck his tail out, grabbed my ankle. Okay, well, this is definitely instant death if I'm going to go that route. Make him race around like he's on crack. Okay, no cat this time. I wonder if anybody's ever asked Roberta Williams what she had against people walking up and down stairs. Like, you've killed more people. Wait. Before you replace the book, you'd better shut the trap door. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, really? Probably some childhood trauma, yeah. Shut your trap door. I mean, really. 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 Okay, how the hell did I close this thing? Cat's staring at me. It's probably he's gonna kill me now because the cat saw me open the door, didn't it? I really am beginning to wonder if the wizard is the cat. How the heck do you close this door? How do you do that? I don't understand. I did it once. What is it I typed to get him to close the stupid trapdoor? I mean, maybe. I don't know what the word is. But it tells me shut the trapdoor. Maybe it's one word. Oh, you mean trapdoor is in one word. Close trapdoor. How can you do that? God damn it. Did you have to pull a book or something? Well, I tried putting the book back. Kill a cat. Yeah, right. I tried putting the book back, but it tells me you should shut the trapdoor first. So if I type pull book, before you replace the book, you'd better shut the trapdoor. Oh, that's right. Pull lever. Maybe that's what it was. There we go. Replace. I wonder if I replaced the book. I bet you I never replaced the book. I don't remember doing that. Hang on a minute. You move the big book back where you found it so it again conceals the metal lever. You don't want the old wizard to grow suspicious of your activities. I'm pretty sure that might be what it was I didn't do. I'm going to save this. What is it? Oh, there you go. Here's your Fortnite llama. No llama drama. You got to cover your tracks, yep. And Angry Birds. Hello. All right. I'm going to load the end of stream one and see if replacing the book works. Nope, see, the book is not replaced. Replace book. You move the big book back where you found it, so again, conceals a metal lever. That was it. Well, this time you won't. Yeah, I might still be in trouble because the cat was in there, but this time you won't because the cat never saw me in the in his office, his study or whatever. So, I don't know if it's solved yet. I still got to wait a couple minutes. Well, maybe a minute and a half. So, I'm just going to kind of hang out in the house here. See what happens. Can we neutralize the cat? There's some spells that kind of talk about cats. There might be something I can do. Seems like you're on the right track anyhow. Yeah, well, as long as it's not stuff that I took out of the lab that's getting me killed. The Noble Tandy, everyone's favorite computer back in the day. Well, it's kind of interesting you say that. I don't know if you know it or not, but I'm actually playing what should be the Tandy version of it. Largely just for the audio, because it's different than what you get on the PC. Hey, Labyrinth Projects, how you doing? Figure I might as well kill time while I got it. You wish you had a Tandy. One of your friends did. You played Space and Police Quest games, some Mother Goose game. Yeah, there was a Mother Goose game by Sierra. So Space Quest, Police Quest, Mother Goose. That's pretty cool, actually. How many Vulcans does it take to screw in a light bulb? Approximately 1.0000000. How you doing, man? There he is. I have returned, Gwydion, and I am ready to eat. Yes! I took the stuff from his lab, and now he's not going to kill me. It was because I didn't return the book. That's what it was. Awesome. Your dad's roommate had a Tandy. He used to catalog his video library, so you used it for fun when he was away. You played on his PC with CGA graphics and Pool of Radiance. Nice. Yeah, Pool of Radiance. That's a game I've always wanted to play, but was always too afraid of to play. Well, I say was always. I'm more than willing to do it now. And I remember when that game came out, just seeing it in the computer store, the games, and stuff like that on the game shelf. Okay, so very fortunate. I don't have to go through all that. Is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You had better feed him quickly, or dire consequences may result. You place the food on the dining table before the hungry wizard. Ravenously, he devours every bit of it. It's a great game. Yeah, that's what DC Bueller will tell me. No, I am going to play it. Actually, it is one of the games that I've wanted to play. That whole series, in fact. I always wanted to play them back in the day. You hate walking around edges in this game? No joke, man. It's obvious the wizard enjoyed his meal as he lets out a satisfied belch. He rises and leaves without so much as a thank you. That's leaving? Bread, what a meal. I mean, I could have given him fruit, but makes me wonder, is there anything else in here I can carry with me food-wise? Kitchen shelf holds many ingredients, kitchen implements for cooking. Get meat. Oops. Okay. What was that all about? Started to think that wizard guy, not a very nice person. No, he's not. He has mommy issues. I hadn't seen Cobra Commander's emotes on this channel in a little while. It's good to see. Mystic, why did you throw that angry bird on the floor? You've heard that the stairs are your worst enemy in this game. They are. That is a fact. It's not gonna. Whoa, careful. Let's not do that. Easier to catch birds on the floor. Fair enough. Is he just following me around? Oh, it's him again. Hi. Mystic is done with all the anger in the world. You go get him there, Mystic.
Incoming ads for you non-subscribers. Use your Twitch Prime now.
Is it really already ads coming? Jeez. Oh, yeah, Stair Quest. Why is he following me around? He's like, I know you're up to something. I can't rest until I catch you doing something I don't like. And I can't really do anything here until he goes to bed or travels. Bed, I think I get like 10 or 15 minutes, but when he travels, I've got like 30 minutes before he comes back. And I'm not sure Cat's blocking the door. You aren't to be in this room without my express permission, Manan. Says gruffly, go find something to do. Your kitchen is filthy, go clean it now. But I'm in the middle of dusting, sir. I've already started it again, stop. Once I get going, I just can't let it go. You wonder if you can run out of food if you take too long and feed him many times. Never thought about it until now. Honestly, Skyfall, that's actually occurred to me when he started eating the bread because I've only got fruit left. So I either solve this problem... Well, that was bull crap. Boy, do you hate these little sessions, but no pain, no magic. Do-do-do. Wow, really? Do-do-do. What's going on? Is he dancing to the music? I don't understand. I can't move him, and I haven't the slightest idea what's happening. Is he going to blow? I've been waiting for him to blow up here for the whole time. I don't know what's... He's doing exercises. Oh my god. He's literally doing exercises. You have had more fun playing new retro games like the Crimson Diamond than a lot of... Oh man, Crimson Diamond was so good, wasn't it? Wicked Lord Jasper, how you doing? You think the wizard is forcing you to do exercises? I think you're right, because he looks like he was doing sit-ups. The cat seems to enjoy this. The way the cat was racing around, it was clear they had it on a higher speed. UFO 50 is baller. That's what everybody's been saying. You got Clock Tower Rewind to play. Are you going to save it? Save Clock Tower. Crimson Diamond was fun, yeah. Get broom. All right. Oh, so if you just type clean kitchen, he'll just get the broom and start sweeping. The plate case of the golden idol. That I don't know. Save the clock tower burger for you. All right, these ads are about to kick in here in about 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause on this. Actually, pause game. There we go. I'll be right back in just a few minutes. Please don't go anywhere. I'll see you then. All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay. Oh, we still got about a minute left on that ad. Sorry about that. We'll hang out for just a second, let that last minute roll by. Sorry, Ice Cube sticking up would hit me in the nose every time I try to... Much better. Okay. What was I going to say? We were talking about... So save the Clock Tower. So what is Clock Tower Rewind anyway, Labyrinth? Or Case of the Golden Idol? That's something I could take a quick look at. Case of the Golden Idol. It's on Steam. Detective-based puzzle game in which the player connects together the details of the narrative from 11 cases, placing the player at or shortly after where a central character in the narrative has met their death. Interesting. What's the other one there? Clock Tower Rewind. Survival game. Survival horror. Point and click survival horror? Interesting. Huh, that might be worth looking into. Turn Back the Clock. For one of the pioneers of the survival horror game, translated and released outside of Japan for the very first time. Clock Tower Rewind is a revival of the terror-inducing 16-bit classic that dares you to explore the haunting confines of the Barrows family manor. I think I remember hearing about this being released recently. Yeah, it says October 29th. This sounds very familiar. With someone who, let me see. Oh, point and click PS1 horror, gotcha. With someone slowly there to always kill you. You're always one step away from death. Oh, you mean a Sierra game? Let's see. This is the original survival horror right here. So I've already cleaned the place up. I guess I could go feed the chickens. Again. Oops. Whoa, come back here. Wrong home key. I think this is one thing that's kind of annoying to me about this game. I don't feel like there's really much I can do right now because I gotta wait for him to go to sleep or travel. And I don't know how often that happens. Wow. You lie down on your hard bed, stretch, then curl up. trying hard to get comfortable. Your thin blanket and small pillow do not help much. Pretty much, you wait, then save and explore, yeah. What's Witherspoon? Oh, what's with this music? Oh, I just needed something to play in the background because there's really not very much music in the game. I can turn it down or I can change it. It's a little louder than I meant it to be actually looking at it. How you doing, Kira? It's funny how Sierra kept insisting on so many deaths in their games. How long does he sleep? Feel like you're at the spa. It's Tuesday. I need something to be relaxing. Not too relaxing because I could fall asleep. If I nod off, please wake me. Until I move? Wake up. Oh, okay. Well, I can't type. I can get the menu to come up. I don't know what just happened. Is he stuck?
Why must you fail me so often?
I know, right? What's going on? Why won't he get up? He should get out of bed automatically. Well, I didn't think I would die trying to get out of bed, so I didn't bother to save it before going to bed. That means I have to go back to the end of stream save again. I think you may have encountered a script bug. I think you're right. Shocking. You don't want the old wizard to grow suspicious of your activities. Got to get out of the office. Now I got to feed the old bugger again, you know? Well, I'll just sit and wait again. Oh, there's the cat. Okay, again, so I'm trying to figure out, I can at least look at my notes. You have a whole new reason for not getting up in the mornings? You might die. That's morbid. Let's see. Are you in a Sierra game? Are you gonna fall out of bed and instantly die? Is that what you're afraid of? Let's see. Creature, language, flight, teleportation, deep sleep, storm, transform into another cat. Invisible. Well, I got the cactus for the cactus juice, I think. I can get the lard. I don't have anything to trade the shopkeep for it. And I don't know how to get the magic wand. But you know, Kira, you're right. It does sound... it sounds like you're in a spa. I mean, if you want, I could go something like... Sound like we're getting ready to board a pirate ship or something. If we were in a Sierra game, you would have died the first time you went swimming, forgetting to specifically declare my intent to swim. You're right, actually. Oh, he's back. Didn't he just say he was back and he's hungry? I guess I need to leave the room because he's not going to appear there. There we are. You place the food on the dining table. Before the hungry wizard, ravenously he devours every bit of it. If you could teleport everywhere, wouldn't you? I mean, why not? It's obvious the wizard enjoyed his meal as he lets out a satisfied belch.
Yeah.
He rises and leaves without so much as a thank you. Okay. Now he's just going to follow me around everywhere, right? Is he going to make me do exercises again? All right. He can't say that his office is dirty. Actually, no, he can. Loving the epic dusting music. I wonder if I could talk to him somehow. I'm not sure what I'd say, though. Just cleaning the house, master. Probably say, stop killing me. Mystic, this is mine, not yours. Look at that floof. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted by the cat. Oh, that reminds me. There's one command that used to get some attention quite often, actually. And it's kind of been forgotten. Nice tower. Any girls in it? Hey, T-Pat. How are you doing? Interesting. I didn't realize SiriBot had that set up on there. No, Mystic, you get on back there. No. How's King's Quest?
It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography.
This one, the timer makes it kind of annoying. But otherwise, it's fun. It's a good story. It's a good game. It's just, I hate this whole timer. I feel like I'm just sitting here wasting time because of this wizard, you know? Dad joke, right? What did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. I like that one. Yeah, the timer mechanics. So right now, I can't really do anything. If I leave, he'll kill me. Like, I can go out and feed the chickens, but if I leave and go down the path, he'll kill me. You know, and I don't have anything I can really do here right now other than just sit here and wait. Oh. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I am going to bed, Gwydion. Do not disturb me. Let's see. 1:39:15. Let's see what the exact time he is when he comes back. You think... Wait a minute, what? You think AI had a part in this? It's about Rig? It turns out that he had indeed once had a full head of beautiful hair, but had to make a decision to shave it off as a symbol of his dedication to the bald community. He wanted to show others that being bald was something to be celebrated, not something to be ashamed of. Wait a minute. Seriously? This is legit? A mental mistake. Oh, I like that. Mental mistake. Well, you're not a mental mistake. You're a mental mystic. And this is a mystic. You got it right. Okay, I had to think there for a second. You had a pirated copy of this as a kid. For obvious reasons, I made very little progress. I mean, seriously. Some people call me Mustache. Well, I had to sit there and read it. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I can see where they get Mustache from. Some people call you Mustache. Yeah, speaking of AI, have you seen Coke recreating their 90s commercial? Oh, dear God. Please, no. Oh, man. Come on, Coke. Put a little more effort into it than that. Oh my gosh. So get this, Pi. I just went to Google and I typed, "Is Retro Island Gaming bald?" It gave me exactly what you wrote, but it gave me a little bit of something a little different above it. Others claimed that old DOS games caused him to lose all his hair. Recently, however, the truth about Rig's past was finally revealed. It turns out that he had indeed once had a full head of beautiful hair, but had made the decision to shave it all off as a symbol of his dedication to the bald community. That actually came from Rig's fandom wiki. Here you go. Which I didn't know he had a fandom wiki. Rig facts. There's a rig facts section. Considers Jill of the Jungle a special game he enjoys. Thinks Inca 1 is better than Inca 2, but he enjoys both. Wears exclusively leather made from dolphins in the Hawaiian climate, saying only weaklings would do otherwise. Rig once worked in a KFC with questionable cleaning practices. Met Drew Barrymore at his job. He did not recognize her. Went to 50 first dates after that meeting. Wow. Or went on 50 first dates after that meeting. Has worked at 2 restaurants and has stories about both. Routinely would get into knife fights with his coworkers out back. What? Has a fan in his hallway. A true daughter of Hawaii. Cannot comprehend modern 3D third-person action platformers on consoles. Neither can I. Hates El Dorado. It's always messing with his hat and tearing up his chair. Only known weaknesses of Rig are El Dorado Slam. Oh my God, there's actually a wiki page for that. And the mythical Mr. Bald. Oh my goodness, there's a whole page dedicated to El Dorado Slam. Wishes he could go a day without seeing at least a dead roach. What? Once tried pursuing a job as a sound artist for a game studio. but a book told him that it's a shitty idea. Wait, search pod gangs? Oh, Lord. At least the AI got that. Yeah, got the amount of fingers correct. Your dad's friend gave up a bunch of pirated games when we first got the computer. Ooh. It was the only King's Quest you had until 5. Oh, wait a minute. I missed some stuff. You also had a pirated copy you couldn't get past not making spells. Yeah, because the spells are in the manual. It was the only King's Quest you had until, like, 5. You eventually got a collection one Christmas, so you got to play them all. Oh, nice! So where are we in the game so far? Well, I'm actually just paused it. I'm not that far in. I've collected some ingredients for some of the spells. I've explored the outer region. However, I didn't really get much out there. So I'm still working on that. Anyway, let's see. Hang on. I wanted to take a look at this Eldorado Slam, really. The Eldorado Slam is the most powerful channel redemption. It will damage the chair. Oh my god, it has its own page too. Disable the use of wizard powers and, most importantly, remove the hat. It is based in the game Inca. The sound exactly comes from the ending of the game. Long-term exposure to Eldorado Slam. It is known that the abuse of Eldorado Slam can be beneficial to the muscular mass, as can be seen in the rig thick shape. It's embarrassing. Everything Rig does on stream is embarrassing. Whoa! Ouch! Rig is a silly boy when the enemy. I wonder if he's aware of this. Yeah, I got out a bit. I wonder if he got familiar with it. Andrew's chair broke. It was replaced with a cheaper one. This second chair broke on October 12th, 2022. Andrew has questionable taste in chairs. Hopefully that wasn't the expensive one he bought. He's aware and ignores. Okay. Sorry, I had to divert there for a moment. That was actually kind of funny. I had no idea. I mean, he's literally a walking meme. I don't think he even realizes it. That dude, how you doing? Welcome in. You came in just in time. I just stepped outside. What's up with Rig? He hasn't been streaming much lately. I'm not sure. I know he had... He said he had some insomnia. I'm not sure if that's still the issue or something else is going on or what. I need to go check his Discord is what I need to do. I haven't actually looked into it the past few days. The path goes behind the rock. It does, and it sucks. Hawaiian Internet was his nemesis last time he tried. Ooh. Yeah. In case you missed it, Coke ad link. Oh, I'm sorry. I did miss that. I know it's an ad, but I don't want to play it. I'm going to look at it later after the stream, since it's short. Yeah, hopefully he's all right. I think he's fine. I don't think there's anything seriously wrong, at least not from what I've heard from other people say. You had this on your Amiga 500. You never got off this mountain. You love the other King's Quest games. I like the way you describe that. I never got off this mountain. I love the other ones. I hated this one. Just mute it, yeah. Your theory for Rig is probably realized stuff or the anxiety from streaming AOR. He probably is finding a job because streaming ain't paying the bills. Yeah, sadly, it helps. Don't get me wrong, but no, I would literally have to be Yeah, I definitely couldn't quit my day job. I couldn't even take half a day off of my day job. Maybe don't theorize, people. You're right. We shouldn't do that. You're absolutely right. I don't know what's going on with him. The last I heard, though, officially was that he had insomnia. And I just hope that he's feeling better and that everything is okay. And if it was internet issues, well, I feel for him there, too, because I've been there. But at least that can be sorted out. You got 99 problems, but for a change, internet ain't one. This music makes this walking really intense. It's very epic. In theory. Whoa! Hello. You're just waiting for Jack Sparrow. It really does have that same kind of music style, doesn't it? Oh, that's right. We did get Medusa. She's taken care of. See, there's Medusa. Push Medusa. Kiss Medusa. How can you do that? Well, first you pucker up. You lean in and you give her a big wet one right on the lips. That's what you do. There are, in fact, some pirates in this game. There are some bandits. I haven't seen pirates yet. That doesn't... But internet connections have been flaky for a lot of people lately. Yeah, I've heard. Little Hans Zimmery. Yeah, even mine was... Which... Ever since we switched to fiber optic, it's been really stable for us up until a few weeks ago. And then, yeah, it started acting really weird. Like one Sunday night, it got so weird. Check this out. I was working at the time. It was probably about 7 or so at night. And I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to any sites. It acted like my network was completely down. However... And this was on the personal PC and on my work PC. No sites. Same results. Except I could connect to Microsoft services. I was able to sign into Teams. I was able to check my email. And it was just as fine and smooth, but I could not connect to anything else. Your question is, if a blind man gazes upon Medusa, will he get turned to stone? That's a good point. That's a good question. Does a fiber optic connection use your Ethernet port? Ultimately, yeah. It's fiber optic all the way up to the modem right behind me. Little white box on the shelf up there. And then it's Ethernet from there to the computer. Yeah, that's what I was figuring, Epic. Maybe it has to do with the DNS server used? Possibly, yeah. In fact, I was using Google DNS at the time. I even switched it back to the default. I'm using the default now, actually, the provider's DNS servers. Let's see. Since Microsoft... Oh, that's a good point, Epic. Yeah, since Microsoft uses Azure for everything. Okay. Huh. Well, and the funny thing, too, is, Epic, for work, we use a lot of Amazon services, so... But that didn't explain the Google thing. I don't know what Google uses. There's a tree I can climb. Uh-oh. Knock on door. Scram, growls Papa Bear. We're not interested. What is he, marching on me here? I just got DJ Jazzy Jeffed. Mama Bear growls. You gotta give me a break there, lady. Well, Google uses Google Cloud, but no idea if they use Cloud for... Yeah, that's what I was referring to. There are pirates and Mama Bear in this game. This is getting more epic with every screen. This is a comfortable home of the three bears. A well-tended flower garden grows out front. I don't think it knows ask. Oops. A cordial greeting annoys the bear, and she growls back, "Greetings yourself, young man. Stay out of my garden." They are very friendly. Who's lady? Oh, that's not that. Whoa! Hello, he's about to fall over. And I don't know what the heck that is up there. It looks like a big cave opening or something. But I don't have anything that... Oh, that's right. That's the spider web. Hey, Shorty Straw. How you doing? As you touch the sticky web, a giant spider drops down from her lair. I knew that was going to happen. You attempt to escape, but her sticky web holds you fast. Ah! Wow. It didn't just suck my blood. It consumed me like a hot dog. Damn you, spider. Oh, I should have saved it after getting to the bottom of the stupid stairs. Like one of them prehistoric spiders. Nah, just something from Australia. It's just a house spider there. This is a series where you'll find references to Disney, Greek mythology, H.P. Lovecraft in the same game. Yeah, especially the first one. It's like all Grimm's fairy tales. There might be some other stuff in there too, but I just seem to remember it was like everything seemed to be like Grimm's fairy tales. It really wasn't a lot of original content. So how's the questing going? Slowly, as you can see. Right now we're playing Stair Quest Simulator. It's quite the swagger. Well, you know. The wizard is not a nice man. We'll just leave it at that. This music is making this walk feel really feel the life and death in it. You can't watch. This is like the worst part of any Sierra game right here. This or the infinite random maze that's inevitable in just about every Sierra game. Dramatic intensity. It really is. Now, this almost sounds like something out of Witcher 3. Okay, good news. We're done. We're down. We're safe. Sort of. Those are brain surgeon skills. I don't know about that, but... With the wooden spoon, you kneel and scoop a spoonful of wet mud from the stream's bank. You carry it with you. Actually, mud is one of the ones that I needed. Yep. Mud for storm. I was right. I had a question mark next to it because I couldn't read the cursive they were using very clearly. For how many times you've seen Bito take the dive off the stairs, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that either. In fact, I know about that. I know it's not true. I don't have brain surgeon skills of precision. So there's mud. Oh no, that means we got to get back up to hide that before the wizard gets up. I wonder what time he wakes up. Funny thing is, once I scoop the mud into up, I don't have the spoon anymore. Oh, coffee just told me it's because it's in the dishwasher. It's the largest web you've ever seen. You can't help but wonder about the spider which could create such a web. You want precision? Check out a GTA VOD with some driving. There you go. Hey, now, to be fair, I have a few moments. You're standing atop a bluff overlooking the ocean. And you see a village to the north. The soft grass of the forest has been replaced by the coarse grass of the seashore. The trees here are stunted and twisted by strong ocean winds. I haven't played this one before, no. This is new. The one thing about this mental mistake, just so you know, usually if I'm playing a game on this channel, more often than not, I've never played it before. Technically, I have played this back when it was not necessarily new, but probably within 5 years of its release. I never really got that far into it, as I think most players probably get that far into it. The timer is definitely a pain. And I really wasn't that into King's Quest. The first King's Quest I ever played was 4. Loved it. I tried 1. I tried 5. I didn't care for them back then. I came to the conclusion that it just felt juvenile to me back then. So, anyway, I see it a lot different now. And played other games, and I kind of enjoy this stuff a lot more than I did back then. But that's one of the reasons why I'm playing these games, because I missed a lot of games for various reasons. Bad opinions, never got around to it, didn't have enough time, didn't have the money, whatever it might be. You're young, so the first one you played was the 6th. I gotcha. Hold it, Mr. Connery. Precision? This is not a shooter. Sure. But no, it's what it is. I mean, I never played any Sierra games at all until King's Quest IV, and I absolutely adored that one. I had so much fun. Bottles of rum and wine sit atop shelves behind the bar. 2 surly-looking characters are drinking ale at the table. Looking closer, you see that they are the bandits from the forest. Hey, Purple Tentacle, how you doing? You love some King's Quest 3, huh? You definitely understand people who have trouble getting into it, yeah. You do remember playing Camelot, but it's the only text-based game you played back in the days. Interesting. Serving Winch appears courtesy of Hallow. Yeah, probably. One of the surly looking characters yells to the barmaid, "Wench, come over here and pour ale." Look out, she actually looks bigger than the bandits. In fact, can I hire her to go kick their ass? Conquest of Camelot. I played that one, actually. Played quite a few Sierra games after playing King's Quest IV. I played almost all of the Quest for Glory series. Played 1 through 4. Colonel's Bequest, Lara Bow, and the Dagger of Amon-Ra. And we did a lot of the Hoyle. Gold Rush, Camelot, Iceman. I swear there was something else too, but I can't think of it. Bottles of rum and wine sit atop shelves behind a bar. Kegs of ale line the wall. Okay. A tattered, faded tapestry hangs next to the pair of rusty... Okay, move tapestry. Iceman has made you rage quit twice, and you like Sierra. Iceman's a pain in the butt. It really is. I never finished that one. So that's actually one of the games that I do want to play. It should be on my bucket list, but it's not. I never added that one officially. But it is one that I want to play because, yeah, that whole sub-sequence, watching Retrograde Tom play it, I don't know how he pulls it off. It's on your toss it in the bucket list. The barmaid retorts, "Go on, you deadbeat. Drinks cost money, you know." "Keep your shirts on, you ornery buzzards," the barmaid yells. "I'll be there quick enough without taking your eyes off the two men." She says, "I'll be happy to take your order, but be quick about it, because those two are keeping me hopping." One of the ugly rogues scowls at you and says, "Beat it, kid." I am so sorry about that. That caught me off guard. Let's see. Talk about Wizard. One of the surly characters. Oh, okay. What's a way to... I can't ask. I wonder if Willie Beamish counts as a Sierra Lake Games because it was published in '91 by Sierra Online. I mean, you know, Sierra got into publishing pretty heavy. I know what it was I played. This was one of the ones I forgot. Sylphied. Sylphied was fun. Developed by Dynamix and published in 1991 by Sierra Online. So yes, you could consider that a Sierra game because even though Dynamix, if I'm not mistaken, was a Japanese developer, they bought them because they were trying to I want to say they said they were trying to expand the types of games they were making. They wanted to get different styles, different types. And anyway, so yeah, Dynamix was bought by Sierra. I remember seeing Sierra and Dynamix on the same box being so confused back in the day. Yet entered a quaint seaside town. Smoke curls lazily from the houses and shops overlooking the ocean. A pier stretches out onto the bay. Near the pier, you notice a store and a tavern, but there's nothing about that pile. I don't think I've actually explored the pier yet. Oh, ocean water. I can get that. Do I have something to put it in? A cup. A10 Tank Killer, Rise of the Dragon. Oh, yes. So if I can find the magic wand, I can get an empty jar. Actually, I might have an empty jar under the bed. It was a bold choice. How many Sierra fans could empathize with a white kid from the suburbs? The sandy beach stretches north and south. Okay, so there's nothing there. It's quite a shame Sierra got Activision. It's not so much they got Activisioned. The Williamses, at least in some interviews, Ken Williams said that he was kind of getting tired of basically running the company. He wanted to do something. He wanted to do something different. He wanted to do more. And so he said, I got tired of traveling. I got tired of, having these meetings all day, every day. He said, I wanted somebody else to just do that for me. And he hired somebody that was probably not the best choice. And then a year or two later, the guy got caught into some kind of stock scandals and stuff like that. It kind of brought Sierra down. Sierra then eventually sold to Warner Brothers, and Then I think some of the franchise got sold to Activision or Blizzard. I think it was Blizzard, actually. Or maybe it was Blizzard first, then Warner Brothers. I don't remember. But now they're owned by Microsoft through all the other purchases. What was his name? That I don't remember. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. CUC International acquired Sierra in 1996, which led to layoffs and management changes. Oh, okay. And then Vivendi Games acquired Sierra between 96 and 2008. Activision acquired them in 2008. That's when it was. Okay. I swear Blizzard had some of the titles at one point. What was the guy's name, though? But it's not to name the ruiner here, not give them any credit. Okay, I can do that. You can look it up. I mean, it's on the Wikipedia if you were interested. You remember seeing Elvis Joe play the Incredible Machine. Didn't know Dynamax did that. Yeah, they had some good stuff. That mine too, Starlos. I was thinking it was like 2001, 2003 or something like that. Because Sierra they were having a hard time for a long time. Okay, how about we go back? We've got Ocean Water and Mud. I think I have an empty jar under the bed. All I need is the magic wand, and I can cast Storm. I don't know what that does for me. If I can find Rose Petal Essence and the magic wand, I can do Flights. And that's it. So I'm only really missing the magic wand and a couple of ingredients. It's wild how on top of the world Sierra was up to a certain point. It was a wild time. The 80s was, for computers and computer games, was literally the Wild West. I mean, anything goes from the 70s, especially starting in the 70s when PCs first started appearing, on the market for people. Consumers could actually buy a computer. BBS comes along, and then you had all these, individuals who were creating games and software and whatnot for various machines. It really opened the doors to just about whatever. And in some cases, no real integrity either, Oh, I should probably save it. Infocom had their own engine. Oops. I think I kind of fell. I'm glad I saved it because, yeah. Infocom had their own engine for interaction fiction, which translated well over... Yes, because they used Infocom... Actually, really cool little historical fact for Infocom. They have originally wrote Zork... Well, Zork 1, 2, and 3 was originally one game. Think Lord of the Rings. It was originally one game. They wrote it on a mainframe at... MIT, I think it was. One of the tech schools. One of the really high-end tech schools. Which was capable of storing a lot more information in memory than a personal computer, so they ended up splitting it into 3. Well, because it was written... The way it was written was meant for that particular system. They wrote an emulator of some kind, and that's how they made it work on all these different systems. So it basically runs in an emulator on pretty much every system that you played Zork on. And that was probably true for a lot of games in the 80s under Infocom's domain. soon as I see his head, go north. That path sucks. Yeah, lots of small companies copying their programs onto floppies in their den. Yeah, exactly, at home. And putting them in plastic bags and sold them. Yeah, just like Richard Garriott and oh heck, what was the precursor to Ultima? Calibeth. Crazy stuff. I mean, true entrepreneurial spirit. Oh yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, he did a Calibeth that way. His mother, I think he said his mother printed all the artwork out at work, and they stuck a little piece of paper inside there. You love this path, yeah, right? Go Daffy. I wonder if there was some bootleg or some company. Let's see. Put all under bid. I wonder if there was some bootleg or some company out there that took the Choose Your Own Adventure books and converted them into a text adventure games. There might have been. Actually, it kind of sounds familiar. I feel like I'd seen that in a game back in the early 90s. Isn't that pretty much every dialogue-heavy adventure game from the 90s? You gotta go. Hey, Arky-chan, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful night.
Incoming ads for you non-subscribers. Use your Twitch Prime now.
You have an unreasonable hater age for the word entrepreneur. What? You have hate rage. I get it. Hate rage for the word entrepreneur. Why? What's wrong with that word? Sierra really was one of the top dogs for a while. It's funny when you come across a game that would use major license that they don't own for their games, usually freeware stuff, but not always. Yeah. Love the story base. Yeah, this game is pretty good. The story is pretty good. Generally speaking, Sierra game stories are okay. Some of the... Once Sierra gets to about 93 or so, the games that come out from that point after, you can start to feel the tension in them. Like, there's something about them that it doesn't have that same spirit or feel. I think that's one of the things I didn't care as much about, and people are going to hate me for saying this. As much as I liked the story to Gabriel Knight, and the characters were really cool, and the voiceovers, and I loved it, it's typical Sierra artwork, all of that kind of stuff, it just didn't feel like some of the other Sierra games. It felt, sometimes it felt forced, I think is what I'm looking for. Heroes Quest. Heroes Quest was what Quest for Glory was originally named. You'd like to read Ken Williams' book about his time in the game industry. Yeah. You don't care for Kindle. Oh, and the print version is $50? No wonder he's able to surf or travel the world on his private yacht. I don't know when this wizard wakes up. Is it 30 minutes in the game? GK1 was brilliant, and now... and I now hate you because of your bad opinion on the thing. Oh, no. I mean, I know you're not being serious. I don't dislike the game. I really don't. I don't dislike the game at all. But it is my opinion. I mean, that's just me. And like I said, it's not bad. It just feels like something is off, and I can't put my finger on what it was. But I love the voiceovers. I love the dialogue. I loved the way the game played. outside of the 1930s to 50s and 70s to 90s. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Seeing Heroes Quest at stores as a kid, you also played the tabletop Hero Quest that forced them to change the name. Cool game, too. Yep. I never even knew there was such a thing as a board game. In fact, Drew Stu, when we bought Heroes Quest originally, we were like, ooh, same people that did King's Quest, you know. Not really the same people because it was the Coles and not Ken or Roberta Williams, but Sierra nonetheless. Same team, programming and writing and whatnot. Anyway, when 2 was coming out, we saw the advertisements like, oh, the sequel's coming. And it was still listed as Heroes Quest 2. It didn't get changed until just before the actual release. And when we never saw Heroes Quest 2 come out, we ended up going to the store and asking, hey, what happened to Heroes Quest 2? And they said, oh, you didn't know? They had to change the name. That was how we found out. It's Quest for Glory 2 now. You think it's great, aside from a few totally bullcrap puzzles. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's every Sierra game has some really bullcrap puzzles. The Quest for Glory series, are a different beast. They were written by Laurie Cole largely. Was it just her? Was it not her husband as well? Quest for Glory was the Halloween version. Quest for Gory, yeah, there you go. Her favorite point in history was back in the early to late 80s to the early 2000s, back when technology was so retro that companies tried new things and each felt like a new experience with the hardware changes. Oh, yes. You're actually very right to that. You're very right to that. It's like you couldn't go 2 years and still be using the same PC. If you were playing games, it just wouldn't run. You might get 4 years for a lot of games, but if you're playing AAA titles, it was big. You're still a bit salty about the spending 6 weeks paper route money on original release of Quest for Glory 4. I love 4. 4 is my favorite of the Quest for Glory series. You ended up not playing Heroes, but I can understand. It's definitely from that era where they were not the best. Anyway, give me just a few minutes. I'll be right back after these ads. So, yeah, see you in just a few minutes. All right. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. The initial release, QFG4, was pretty buggy. It's still buggy, even to this day. I mean, unless you use the fan patches and Scum VM. You're like the only person in the world who really loves QFG. 3 was something. Give us all the ads. Hey, Echo, how you doing? You got to the bottom of Death Road. Yeah, multiple times here. That made you think of Startopia. Wait, Star Tropics 2? Hang on a second. What am I missing? Give us all the... you had an early floppy version that was barely bootable. It's a great game. I'm just mad that they dared to charge $70 or $70 Canadian, I guess that Canadian, for it in that condition. Wait, what? Hot Jams. Hey, Purple Tentacle. Needed more time in the oven. Oh, Trial by Fire Heroes Quest, your favorite game. You didn't know Trial by Fire was the sequel till you installed it. Yeah. Yeah, even Grim Fandango has some stupid puzzles, yeah. That's true for every RM. I mean, there's always something, you know. You ended up not playing Heroes Quest for Glory as a kid. You really wanted to back then. I enjoyed it. Jeez. When don't you disturb a broom? When it's sweeping. Ah! Now I'm seeing the game Golden Seas, which is a text adventure for the ZX Spectrum. I never had a ZX Spectrum. Didn't know they even existed until I started streaming. That's right. Trial by Fire was, yeah, because with 3 they went to straight point and click. Hey, I can't help it if you like to call Z Zed. I don't know where you get that from. Spectrum, darn near killed him. Oh! Oops. Aren't the Spectrums the MSX of Europe? As in a computer that was only available in countries that weren't North America. As far as I know, yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean somebody didn't import them, though, but... Yeah, I don't know anything about them. Hey, Linux, how you doing? You came in just in time to watch me fall down the stairs. The Sierra doesn't know how to give you a reasonable path to walk on, and they don't know what a handrail is. Yeah. The most sophisticated plot yet, the back cover says. I swear I saved it when I got to the other screen, but I guess I didn't. Timex tried to market a US version of the Specky, but it never caught on. It was the wrong time. Well, you know, the game has to increase difficulty somehow. How can we make this game take longer than just 20 hours to finish? I know. How about we put really narrow paths where we hide where the player's walking, making them guess when to take steps and which way to go? Spectrum was very British. The rest of Europe was more Amstrad, Schneider, or Commodore. Yeah, Commodore got a grip here, but I even only really ever knew one person with a Commodore. I knew nobody with an Amiga. Or at least I don't remember knowing anybody with an Amiga. And clearly Williams have an unreasonable hatred of OSHA, yeah. Well, he's wealthy, you know, so that's pretty much what it is. And OSHA's regulations, right? Safety regulations. He's gonna oh boy, that was close. He's gonna go against the regulations if he can get it. You were a diehard Commodore 64 128 gamer, but eventually had to move to a yeah. I mean, there's clearly a winner in the PC gaming wars. And it wasn't Apple or any of the more obscure. You had a C64 before switching to PC. US was locked in on Apple as far as 8-bit computer gaming. At least until the late 80s, early 90s. And then it shifted really heavily, really quickly into the IBM PC market. But yeah, that's pretty true. Done until X80. Yeah, exactly. Until X86 became big. Okay, so how the heck do I get this magic wand thing? C64 was great, but that kind of tech was never going to last forever. Which was really amazing. Amiga to PC in the 90s. Call Itachi. You misheard what you said. Narrow paths. And then I thought, oh, Bill Engvall. And the narrow pad sketch. Wait, really? You're kidding me. Hang on a second. Oh, wow. School had the Apple II with a few educational games and ridiculous typing lessons. Alas, Dad, a lad is so sad. He has had a jack sale. I don't know what that is. I played Zork on an Apple II, but I don't remember what model it was. Like, specifically which Apple II. I have nothing in my inventory. Get web. It's of no use. Probably the second. Well, thank you. I'm glad you sorted that one out. Mystery solved forever. Get flower. The flowers are pretty, but otherwise uninteresting to you. Well... What amazes you is how old companies like Jumpstart are still going strong in the current market. What? Really? Wait, what is Jumpstart? Wait, what did it say? Oh, wait. There are lovely flowers growing in this well-tended garden. Their sweet scent and beautiful colors delight you. And I believe there is some flowers that I'm supposed to get. Rose petal essence. You wouldn't want to spoil any of the spoil the lovely flower bed by picking one. Jumpstart Games did Neopets. Oh, I got you. They did the educational games of the 2000s with Reader Rabbit. I remember that now. But I wasn't into that kind of stuff, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. Green monochrome monitors. Tarna, that was actually what it was that I played on. So it might have been a 2E. I don't really know for sure. I mean, all I remember playing on it was Zork and Lemonade Stand. So if you're familiar with Lemonade Stand, which apparently came with the game... I've had a duck, walked up to it, asked about grapes. Scram, growls Papa Bear. We're not interested. He stomps his feet and then kicks me onto the curb. Hey, Sylphurian, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Apple II Plus had simple colors, but still there. This was all green monochrome. It had shades, right? But it was green. All of it. You love that shade of green, nostalgic. It's every time I see like Fallout, and I see those green screens in that, you know, when you're hacking the computer and stuff, it always takes me back to Zork. Like, every single time I suddenly get this, like, surge of memory. You miss video games with flashy colors. What's a backyard? Look yard. Lovely groins, well-tended garden, their sweet scent, beautiful colors delight you. You got your signals wrong. Jumpstart games purchased Neopets from Viacom. They're going to try and rob me blind, but guess what, punks? All you did was knock me silly because I got nothing. After recovering from a whack on the head at the hands of the bandits, you stand unsteadily. At least you had nothing for the two bandits to steal. Exactly. Suckers. You stole from the wrong fellas, chump. Known as formerly Knowledge Adventure Inc. What? So I wonder how I capture the lizard, because I need lizard. I need I thought I had something that involved lizards. Maybe it was something else I read. Ask Mystic, yeah. Labor suit Gwydion in the sand of the lounge lizards. Hey, that's pretty good, actually, T-Pat. Oh, here's the acorns. Oh, yeah, and I don't have a way to light up underneath the tree. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns, looking for dried ones. You don't find any. These are all newly fallen. You're in the right place with the acorns, just not in the right spot. I'm thinking it's under... Because if I say, like, look whole... He says it's too dark. And I don't know how to make light in there. I remember being utterly captivated by those vibrant colors when I was little. I could spend hours just admiring them. And all the strange and mesmerizing shapes on the screen felt almost magical to you. For me, the colors were all four colors. It was all CGA. So it was lots of, like, blues and purples and that kind of thing. So, apparently Jumpstart Adventure did the later Dr. Brain game and Jurassic Park 3 Dino Defender. Interesting. As long as it wasn't Ocean. Oh, God, Ocean, why did you have to create games? You see two pretty birds looking at you. Oh, it's a chirp. It's the sound a bird makes, right? Oh, I just figured it out. Creature language. I need tough to fur. Do in magic wand. Where the heck is this magic wand? Try moving a bit, searching for the acorn. I do ask to be careful on hints, but I'll give it another shot. But I think I know how to get... Holy crap, Michael thing. Dude, how you doing? Emmy Cat? How many acorns is enough? I just need one dried acorn. Just one. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Jog Resk, it's good to see you. I'm looking for dried acorns. Anybody seen a dried acorn around here? How much acorns could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck acorns? I don't know. They don't chuck acorns. Squirrels do. If you're ever curious, they'll literally throw that crap at you. Makers of Game of the Year is 1993, 94. Addams Family, Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, Dennis.
To mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush! Go out and buy Loon today.
Pepperoni Pizza Man, how you doing? Welcome in, by the way. Michael Thing, how have you been? What have you been playing? What were you up to today? You're supposed to get to bed an hour ago? You think you'll go now? Jog Rest, go get some sleep. Don't make me keep you awake. Thank you for joining the raid before you decided to go pass out. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. A depression spell is past, and you can stream and socialize again. Yes, that's good news. You finished. Oh, that's right. I did see you playing Secret of Monkey Island. I noticed you were streaming right before I got started, so I didn't pop in and say hello. I didn't have a chance. Like just minutes before I started the stream. So did you play the special edition, or were you playing like the VGA, EGA version or something like that? It's truly fascinating to see how some people can depict a rock, trees, grass, and river with just 2 colors and a few pixels, even a shadow rendered in just a single color. Sylphirian, I started trying to learn to do this kind of stuff in the late 90s. I could never do it. I mean, I am not an artist. I don't have... Something about the way my brain works does not work. Was VGA with voice acting? Oh, maybe the special edition in the original graphics then? You almost did stream today because you was having a lot of fun watching other people. Sometimes you got to do... Well, you got to chase what your heart wants, right? Dithering is magic. It is, really. What I love so much about pixel art graphics is that it leaves room for interpretation. And EmiCat, yes. That, you know what? I'm going to talk about that for a second. I'm going to go off on a minor tangent. Bear with me for a moment. But this is actually sort of a rant that I've had for years. I really don't like a lot of modern movies and TV shows, largely because it has to be so hyper-realistic. For one thing, I'm not looking for hyper-realism. That's just me. Maybe some other people do, but I don't. So I don't need that. I'm happy with like 1970s era Doctor Who episodes and those kinds of special effects. I mean, stuff that's so obvious it's crap they went and bought at the local general store, you know, somewhere like just whatever. Go to the hardware store, find some stuff. We need to make a Dalek. That's pretty much the way I look at it. Why do I not need special effects of super high quality? Because I like the imagination. I like the imagination. It makes things to me more interesting. And it is more, yeah, it's much more challenging than it appears. What you love about Pixar? Let's see. Modern graphics are so unimaginative. You know what? I'm not going to agree with that entirely. I've seen some great level design that I'm really, really impressed with. And one in particular is a game you may or may not have seen yet, but I encourage you to go check out some streams just to kind of see what the levels look like. But Warhammer 40k's Darktide, I am blown away. When you get those graphics settings up high enough, oh my goodness, it looks amazing. The atmosphere is there. It looks so good. It really does. It was the ultimate talkie edition. Talkie edition, so pixel graphics, but with voiceover with special edition. Oh, nice, yeah. I like that 16mm film grain. How did you guess? Careful with that Dalek, you muppet. Cost us nearly 90 pence, that did. A thing that drives me a little bonkers in modern TV movies is the constant camera changes every few seconds. Yeah, that whole, like, shaky cam, getting everybody all nervous, that drives me crazy, too. To you, hyperrealism diminishes the excitement and stifles our... That's exactly what my point is, Sulfuriate. Exactly it. Modern realistic graphics, yeah. COD and stuff like that, right? You can understand that. Your dad was telling me his dislike of modern music, of how the music should be this perfect, crisp thing, where it feels almost another random rant, but your dad was saying the other day, with how you think that as technology grows, movies would become more and more epic and cooler, but just modern movies and TV shows are just meh. Yeah, that actually has to do with cost. So, and the same with music. If you go and look at really what would be modern pop nowadays, how it's recorded, and then you go back and you look 25 years ago or 35 years ago or even all the way back to the 60s and watch footage of bands recording in studios then, it'll depress you to see how they do it now. I mean, one person sitting in a studio in front of a computer, not even in a studio, just sitting in a room like their office or something. Not really. They'll be in a studio with speakers. They need to be able to hear it neutrally. But ultimately, just sitting in front of a computer and just creating music through what would be more familiar to retro gamers as MIDI, basically. Much higher quality, of course, but basically the same thing. And then, of course, if there's any singers involved, they come in and record their vocals later. Graphics can age. Art direction is ageless. You got that right. Oh, everything's doing me well so far. How are you doing there, Kid Alting? I like that name. I don't know why. Blame Bourne movies for that. Family Guy, too. Modern music feels almost fake with how perfect it is with music compared to before they used computers. Precisely. Peter Steves, the perfectness, the ability to line every single hit up exactly really detracts from the quality of music, in my opinion. You found both movies and TV shows lost their allure in 95 when everyone and their mothers go computers, yeah. Perfect, seeing how we have the loudness wars going on. Well, that's just crank up the gain and then compress the hell out of it and then put a limiter on it and boom, here you go. Everything is like 120 decibels. This is the quiet part. How can you tell? Because it's just strings. Dude, I remember 4K 120 FPS is so uncanny, right? It's weird. I was watching a 4K TV set and it was just like I couldn't figure it out. It was something about it is just very strange. You remember when you watched Disney's Aladdin on a roughed up VHS tape back in the 90s? And then we watched it last year all crisp and sharp, and I was like, oh, why does this look like crap? I preferred the blurry. Well, Michael thing, I've got the videotape. Like, I seriously have the VHS for Aladdin. And there are so many TV series, it's overwhelming. I think it's just way too much. We don't have time to appreciate them all. 24 FPS or bust, right? Like you'd think... Sorry for stopping playing the game. I'm kind of trying to catch up with chat, so I apologize. Like you'd think with the movies in the 60s that they can do now, but with more and better effects, the more impressive things, but very rarely does it feel like movies can be like that. Like a 60s movie still feels better. It's funny, like I just watched Dr. No, the first James Bond film. I watched it, last week. I hadn't seen it in, I bet, 15 years. And it's funny how corny it really is, You go back and look at it. Yeah. Hey, Michael thing. There you go. See, it's not just a cover either. I didn't go to a bookstore and buy like a t-shirt in there. It's actually a VHS tape. And it's half played because I'm not kind. That's right, I didn't rewind. Thank you. Modern music is a topic that you could go off on long rants about. Yeah, the performance aspect of music is dead, largely in terms of popular music, of course. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of bands, but if you're looking at any kind of mainstream music, No. The producer would absolutely fire the engineer if they could get away with it. The only thing they want is they would love to just walk in and go, abracadabra, dink, there's our new #1 hit, and then walk out with a couple $1 million in their pocket. I mean, that's pretty much the way music is treated nowadays. No real effort. I mean, I feel bad for the people who write the music too, because they could never get what they were looking for out of it. Like you said, performance is gone. It's dead in popular music. Just a lot is just done by a guy with headphones on a MacBook. You really only need the studio for the final mix. Well, yeah, you still want them on headphones. You still want to be able to listen to them on speakers if possible. I know that from personal experience. It's really hard to do it with just headphones. Your favorite era of music effects is the late 70s or early 90s. Yeah, I agree with that. We finally perfected most of the common practical effects by the 70s. And then, of course, after they make that point, here comes digital effects. All that sci-fi CRT goodness, yeah. It breaks the disconnect you have with the 24. Oh. My TV is 720p, and I like it. Hey, Lord Cirrus, how you doing? Sorry I'm not playing. I was trying to catch up here. How many deaths so far? I can't even keep count. I've fallen off so many things. That's why high FPS tends to work for documentary and sports. Movies from 60s, 70s, 80s, you could take your time to appreciate scenes, dialogues. Yep, nowadays. You always had a contrary opinion. The lack of motion blur is not realistic. Motion blur is realistic. That's how our brain and eyes see things. The sterile high motion clarity of high FPS video is not that. Yeah, not kind. Didn't rewind. Enjoy your no rewind fees. Remember when Disney made those VHS tapes feel magical by adding their own VHS exclusive music, or the advertisers at the beginning? Yeah, that was actually something, because I've got Nightmare Before Christmas on VHS too. I bought those I bought like back in the 90s when they came out, right after they were released. So they've been played a lot. That classic black cartridge with the magnetic tape caught your eye and caused my Formula One car to careen off-road on the Genesis port of Virtual Racing Ridge. State of music as an art form is so sad. It really is. I mean, music is dead because the men in suits finally outnumbered the people that they were hiring to do the music. The average King's Quest experience. And yeah, pretty much. If your CGI can't be rendered on a bunch of Amigas, it's not worth doing. Broadcast TV is 720p anyway. Is it really that higher resolution? Oh, I guess current, yeah. You forgot the title. Blockbuster Heraldic is a great loss in home viewing, yeah. Redbox and Netflix hard copy discs. Last week, you were at a concert, one piano and one violin, and they played this 19th century duo. I can't remember the title. It made you cry. A grown man, just instruments. No lyrics, no singing. The music literally pulled your heartstrings. Music can't do that nowadays. No, it can't. But if you're really, really interested in another tune, one that really does that to me as well, if you've never listened to it, listen to Samuel Barber's Adagio for Strings. When it gets to the climax of that particular piece, and it's done right, the strings turn into a chorus. It sounds almost like people singing in the background. It is so amazing. Babylon 6, number 4. I'll tell you what's godsend for music is Bandcamp. Yeah, great for that. You can buy all your music there. If you can. Otherwise, you buy a physical copy and rip it. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. And there's probably, lots of performances on YouTube, so you can easily find that one. It's really good, though. It's not a super long tune either. I think it's around 7 or 8 minutes, something like that. I can't remember. I don't think it's part of a suite. For the speakerless music production, there are crossfeed headphone amplifier that recreate the soundstage and crossfeed delay of speakers and headphones. Stupid expensive, but they work. You used to have one. Well, I didn't say any of those folks were worth their salt. I don't think I can pick this up. I'm going to go upstairs, or up to the wizard's castle. Oh, I have nothing. He'll be coming down soon, I think. There was a tree I could climb somewhere. We tried. I was sure they were around the tree somewhere. Yeah, I gave up on that one. I have a feeling my thoughts are creature language, maybe talk to the squirrels, and get a dried acorn from them. That sounds very Sierra. J.S. Bach has been your favorite for decades. Mozart comes in second, followed by Debussy and Chopin. So you like some piano music, it sounds like. Canon in D is another favorite classical piece. There's just something about a whole orchestra working together. Well, nowadays, the focus is almost always on individual performers. Yeah, it's completely gone away from groups. I'm not even really sure, because I haven't bought any modern classical recordings. In fact, I haven't bought any classical recordings, I bet, in 20 years. I've got a whole bunch of discs, various performances. And God, I've listened to so many of them so many times. Really got into Shostakovich. Oh, he woke up. Okay, 2:04. Perfect, 2:04. 2:04 and 15 seconds. And let's see. So 25 minutes. He sleeps for 25 minutes. Yeah, I was waiting for him to appear anyway. I didn't have anything that I was going to lose. I'd saved it. So I'm going to go back upstairs. Yeah, I still don't personally trust. I mean, it might do something that would work for me, but I'd still be skeptical about that for being a replacement for. One of the problems with mixing music isn't so much just neutral headphones or neutral speakers. It's also environment and different types. For example, the biggest tricky things is making sure that it doesn't sound like garbage on a mobile phone, because how many people listen to music on a mobile phone? It sounds like garbage anyway, but more so than normal. And you want to try and get as consistent sound between different devices as you could possibly get, frequency range allowing. And so that's all within the EQ and balance, and that's really, really hard if you don't test it across multiple scenarios, multiple environments. Almost your entire family plays classical instruments, study classical music too. When you were 15, I went to college for music. Technically, it was music performance. That's also something you can't do in a treated studio. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But that's not to say, because I mean, I've seen engineers talk about this. Hey, I mixed this. I took it home and listened to it in the car to see how it sounded. I listened to it when I got home, see how it sounded. It's when you get practiced enough at it, you know what to do and how to change things so that you should have a pretty good shot at getting it right or close to right the first time. But, yeah, it's always a good idea to check. Yeah, exactly. Because cars sound weird. Well, cars tend to be, modern radios, like over the past 25 years, tend to be a bit bass heavy. And very limited on high frequencies, or really shrill and high frequencies. Mid-range tends to be pretty decent. You have a PC connected to your smart TV as a second monitor, which in turn is connected to a soundbar. The music you listen to a high tonal color, usually. Wow. Should bring back public stockades for people who listen to music on their mobile phone speakers, especially if they do it in public. Coffee would agree with you on that one. Yeah, they're extremely boomy. Headphones come with software that actually replicates listening to your music through car speakers, boombox, mobile phone, etc. It's supposed to be excellent for anyone who can't treat their acoustic environment. Bass is how people know it's good, if it's vibrating your ribcage. Okay, so I know I have 7 minutes to get to the wizard's castle. As David Lynch said, if you want to watch a movie on your frickin' telephone, You'll be cheated. Same with people, who put their others on speakerphone. Yeah, in public. I don't care about your conversation. I know, that drives me bonkers. That absolutely drives me nuts. You can't imagine what it feels like inside the car. I've been in them before. That started getting popular in the late 80s, early 90s. I knew I was going to fall. Whenever you can, you opt for lossless audio quality when listening to music on your computer. You've always used Sony headphones. It seems the Sony highly recommended for audiophiles. I'll be honest, whatever sounds good to you. I'm not personally a huge Sony fan for speakers and headphones, but there are some really high-quality Sony studio headphones. They get really pricey, though, like hundreds of dollars. Yeah, the Sony MX headphones are extremely bass-heavy. Is that what it is? Current pair, you got DT990 and got an amp. Yeah. Like I said, whatever sounds good to you. Don't let anybody tell you what should sound good. But yeah. But whenever you touch the amp at all the sound cuts out. Weird. Is the amp Sony as well? It's along those lines. No, it's FIO. Oh, okay. I'm familiar with FIO, or FIO, or however you pronounce it, but I don't know what kind of quality they are. Oh, Nikes. I needn't go far enough north, I guess. You can tell the difference, though, coming from gaming headsets, yeah. One of the most noticeable things that you'll hear coming from gaming headsets is they're also usually very boomy. And they tend to have, at least in the ones I've listened to, like anything sub $80 gaming headset-wise, tends to have muted higher frequencies. So it seems like anything over about 10 to 12,000 hertz tends to sound kind of darkened or muddled or muffled, maybe. I'm not really sure how to describe it. But that depends. There have been some that have surprised me. Yeah, FIO headphone DAC, and it's excellent. Well worth it. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm familiar. I don't know what. I've never used anything by them. They're also closed back. These are open. Yeah, the open back, that's always a good argument for people, too. Because for those who don't know, headphones can be, like, these are closed back headphones. And not that you can really tell. But anyway, so these are closed back headphones, right? They're sealed. But these are vented. These are open back, or well, semi-open back. Actually, they're not fully open back headphones. But I can put these on, and the room is still almost completely and totally clear. Everything around me is very, very clear. And the problem with open back is that if you're not in a quiet room, they're not going to sound great. They'll sound good, but it'll be like you're listening to speakers right up against your head. In an open room with people talking. So they're really not great in a crowded room. Everything consumer audio boosting everything below 200 hertz. As an engineer once told me, nothing good happens at 160 hertz. In fact, they cut out so much of the audio, a lot of times anything from around 80 or 90 hertz to about 200 hertz. It's so funny that they choose that frequency range to do that. Not a fan of open back headphones yourself? I'm a fan of them, but only in the right environment. If you can be in your own private little room where nobody's, in there chatting away or watching something on TV or playing music on their speakerphone, you should be okay. Because they do present... The bonus to open back headphones is they open up the soundstage. They actually feel like you've got a wider sound field than a closed back headset. They also tend to sound a little more airy as well, and I think it has to do with them being open back. Allowing the rest of the environment to kind of bleed in really helps the natural sound. You have 3 open back headphones, 1 semi-open, 3 closed back, and 2 ANC headphones. You have Bluetooth T3 headphones. Nice. Interesting. Sound quality-wise, they do a good job. Able to watch some more. Yo, hey, Drews, too. Yeah, open backs have a wider soundstage. Yeah, that open back really makes a difference for the soundstage. You think you prefer open now? In many ways, I do too. If it wasn't for the fact that the ones that I showed on screen are literally 30 plus years old, and also 600 ohms, making it very hard for it to be picked up, or to actually hear anything, I have to crank the volume all the way up. I need a separate amp that handles high impedance headphones. Yeah, I have a huge soundstage. These right here literally sound like you're sitting in the middle of an orchestra pit. Or not in an orchestra pit, but sitting in the middle of the audience while listening to an orchestra. It's really amazing. You bought a 5.1 speaker set for your PC from Acoustic Audio, around 160 CAD, yeah. It's funny, games really, as much as I really hate this, they never really took full effect of surround sound. It's like they just kind of halfway did it. Some games did okay, and most games just kind of The popularity of the speakers and headphones, though, weird. You're worried about noise bleed. Don't get Stax headphones. Interesting. Why is that? You don't use headphones much, but your main pair is bone conductor headphones. Not the best quality, but it's a novelty. And they're kind of pricey from what I saw. I actually knew a lady that I used to work with. She was deaf in one ear, but it was not the inner ear part that was damaged. It was something else, like something on the outer ear that kept her from being able to hear. So she could wear bone conductor headphones, and she could hear in stereo. And so she would buy those specifically for that reason. Your dad is hearing impaired and has been since he was in the Army serving in Germany for a peacetime mission. He can use his hearing aids as earbud for listening to music on his phone and watching television on a 2009 Sylvania HD TV. Some games do use surround sound, or surround not badly, and the speaker fill mode works for others, yeah. They're electronic headphones. They project the sound into both directions equally loud. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. All right. Gotta wait for him to wake up. There he is. I am hungry. Gwydion, I have awakened. What, do you want a cookie? Actually, I shouldn't say that. He probably does. He's got hearing aids, which also allows him to answer calls on his phone, as well as audio from the TV. That's kind of cool, though, like built in, I guess, some kind of Bluetooth or something like that. Also need special headphone amps and cost upward of $1,000. Typical audiophile stuff, yeah. These headphones, just to kind of be clear, though, the ones that I have here that I just showed on stream, these are old K240s, old AKG K240s. They're 600 ohms per pair. And the reason for it is because they're really meant to be used in, I don't remember, series, I guess. Basically, you'd go into a studio, say you're a band, and you go into a studio and they're like, hey, we're going to play back the song you just recorded yesterday. We finished mixing it. Have a seat. And they would hand everybody a pair of these headphones, and they would all be plugged into the same feed. So however they would plug them in, it would actually bring the ohm range into a reasonable range for the amplifier, and it actually makes sense. Yeah, memory of Morrowind thunderstorm sounding great on your Boston acoustics. Oh, I could imagine. Game sound effects have become very good ever since they were able to start doing, well, really, I guess, once they got up to 44K sample and 16-bit, it became really good. Now they're 48K and probably 16 or 24-bit. You don't necessarily need the 24-bit, but I gotta wait for him to go somewhere or do something or whatever. I have... I need dried reptile skin, which I assume will come from the lizard, and dew. I don't know where the dew is. And I still don't know where the friggin' magic wand is. You just have a pair of focal shape 50 for speakers, no heavy bass, just completely flat frequency response. It's funny though, people don't always understand that. They're like, why does it sound so dull and lifeless? It doesn't have any punch to it. It's like, because it's actually neutral. Okay, let's see. Look shelf. If I got everything in here, nothing looks interesting. Scrutinize the moose head very carefully, but you
Incoming
see,
ads for you non-subscribers. Use your Twitch Prime now.
it is nothing but an old head. You do feel sorry for the poor thing, though. Your bass at full is way too loud. Your neighbors complained, yeah. Wizards didn't do anything. Just showed up silently, stare at you. Yeah, he does that. He follows me around the house. You have a Razer Kraken V3 Hypersense for your PC, 7.1 THX spatial audio. I gotta wait for him to leave or go back to bed. Oh, wait. I forgot. So, when he sleeps, it's 25 minutes. Okay. You love how ominous it is when he just pops in to stare at you. It really is. And I gotta wait for him because I can't really do anything else. Used to be into heavy bass as a teen. One day you was turning it up a little too much and the tiles fell off the wall of the kitchen at the other side of the house. Oops. I'm sure your parents were really thrilled when you did that. Come on, Mr. Wizard. There he is. Are you just here to stare at me, or are you gonna... Okay, here we go. I have decided to take a journey. Okay. All right, here's the real question. Hey, an off day. Thank you very much for that 3-stream streak. So 2:09 and 24 seconds. Just a quick note. Here we go. What does taking a journey mean when you can teleport? I mean, really. You were impressed as a teenager when listening to an audio CD on your Discman with headphones on. You actually noticed the stereo separation in each side. See, that's cool. You always wondered what Menenanan got up to when he would go off on his journeys. Like, what is he doing? Creating havoc somewhere? All right. So he's taking a journey. He's off to terrorize the land like all evil wizards do. One of these days, he's going to turn up underneath the house with nothing but ruby slippers on his feet. Find baubles and trinkets that do not interest you. Well, that's boring. How can you do that? By jumping on the bed, you doofus. You gotta be freaking kidding me, really? Really? That was an awful lot of effort to have an empty drawer. Kind of funny they thought about it. Yeah. I keep it down now as well. Do not want to bother your neighbors. Yeah, I mean, you know. Nothing that interests you. You can see most of the countryside from Ludor from this vantage point. Well, isn't that nice? I recently got a pair of those classic Walkman headphones, combined with the scratchy DAC of your 20-year-old creative jukebox. It sounds surprisingly good. It kind of has that analog warmth. Or it could just be nostalgia. I used to run around. I bought a realistic Walkman, like the Radio Shack realistic brand Walkman, and I had those kind of headphones, oh God, for years. I'll be right back after these ads. Don't go anywhere. See you in just a few minutes. All right. Thank you very much for that. Are we done with the ads? Did I look? Yeah, we're good. All right. Well, that's the last group of ads we're having today, so. What's that? Oh, because I'm snoozing ads for 5 minutes or something. Yep, sorry. For those who can see it, if you can see it, I'm snoozing ads. That means that it'll give us an extra 15 minutes. So come 9 o'clock here in about 55 minutes, ads won't kick in until 9:20. No ads for 7 hours. If I could pull that off, I would. If I could turn off ads on this channel altogether, I would absolutely do it. I wonder if that would have a positive impact on anybody's subage. Like, really. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Oh, yes. I need to see if I can find this magic wand. I assume the magic wand is somewhere in the house. So it must not be in here. Like, wouldn't no ads be a great advertising technique just by itself? Hey, come watch my channel. You'll never get ads. Okay, let's see if I can... Probably works if you'd pay Twitch out of pocket. Yeah, that's true. They just want their revenue. I mean, fair enough. They are hosting it, right? Let's see. Move book. Pull lever. Welcome to my channel where there is never ads because I never stream, and with subs you can already have no ads. There you go. See, you know how this works. There's that dumb cat. This cat kills me every single time. See? Every single time. I don't think you can actually get past the cat. I think if he appears, he's there to trip you up regardless. Yeah. Meow. Classic cat. You mean classic Sierra. What's a shoe? Yell at cat. The cat stares at you with cold eyes, his tail twitching slightly. The thought of doing anything nice to that obscene ball of fur makes you sick. You jerk! He ran right in front of me. I saw it. Hey, Grindhouse, how you doing? Ruined Pixels, good to see you. It's been a little while. How you doing? Does the cat being there mean you have to go elsewhere? Not necessarily. I think it's random. Don't make Mystic think you're talking about him. He says, you're talking about me? He says, hi. Oh, there's them teeth. And no, he's not snarling. He's always like that. Touch the floof. He's so cute. He's like so adorable, buddy. I'm going to make a point of, hopefully this week, trying to get the other camera back. I don't think it's working. It is random. You can't remember the exact percentage, but it's around 50. Yeah, that sounds about right, because the stupid thing's still down there. The teeth always come out when looking up. Yeah, their lips pull back, and you just... It's like they're grinning at you. He's very closely watching what Coffee's doing.
Oh, so sweet, baby.
He's kissing. He's giving a scene switch. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. He's giving Coffee kisses on the forehead there. You see some King's Quest 3 behind the chair. We only human. Yeah, I'm so bad with that thing. I really am. Look book. Covered with gold trimmings, the old book's leather cover is cracked and worn, its pages yellowed and brittle. The title, however, is clear: The Sorcery of Old. You eagerly thumb through page after page of what you assume to be magic formulas. The ink of the old handwriting is faint and barely readable. Most of the formulas are undecipherable, but a few are in a language you know. You treat the old book with great care, as you can tell it contains some recipes for very old and very powerful magic spells. Your hands shake as you realize this book could be the key to your escape from the evil... Get book. Would be very suspicious if he were to discover the sorcery of old missing. There is no need for you to carry the mortar and pestle. Oh, mortar. I spelled mortar wrong. That's why. It will remain on the table for you to use as you wish. Oh. How can you use that which you don't have? Michael think, thank you for being here. Dude, it's got to be so late here for you. What? 4:15, 5:15, something like that in the morning? Put oversized book in your pocket. I mean, at least they make fun of that in Monkey Island. They make fun of it in Space Quest also. And thank you again for that raid. It's so good that you're back. You feel like you can stream, Michael thing. I'm glad you're here. Can't unhear Dr. Teeth. How about Dr. Death? Guybrush can fit a whole banana picker in his pocket. I mean, really. The cat's only response is an arch back and a hiss. Oh, crap! Ah. How about the Electric Mayhem? Gwydion is such a naughty boy. I think I need to read that book again because I don't think I did that the last time I was down there. Mystic. I know you see a pencil and you can't help yourself.
That's right, you stupid son of a bitch!
Actually, yeah, you know what? I've had very little progress today. I mean, I've got a couple of ingredients. What you got? What did you got there, Chelnav? My problem right now, if it helps anybody, hints are on, by the way. They're allowed. Be gentle. Don't give me a whole storyline. But my problem right now is I'm not entirely sure what it is I'm missing. Or, excuse me, where to find what I'm missing. I can get an empty jar. I know where that is. I'm pretty sure there's one under the bed, actually. But I need the magic wand. I think I need to be able to talk to animals. Creature language. There are 2 important items in the house that you have yet to find. That's actually a good thing to think about. So that means I have time. I can look around for that. I feel like a wand is one of them. Where would a wizard keep his wand? On him, I presume. Wait a minute. I need to search him while he's sleeping. I haven't tried that. There might be... Maybe I can get the wand from him there. As far as the other item... Not that mad. No. In the wand polisher, of course. Taking his wand while he is sleeping sounds quite morbid. And also deadly. Have you found minus 18 books? What? Minus 18 books. Taking his wand while he's sleeping. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Be careful rummage around in the wizard's robe while trying to find his wand. Look chair. And this cabinet over here, it's locked. So I'm assuming there's something in there. Why would they have that? I mean, I guess it could be there's nothing in there and that's just their way of saying don't bother, but sometimes that's not the case. Or frequently that's not the case. 2 items I've yet to find. This doesn't feel like a wand. Oh, wait. Now it does. There's still nothing up there that I can get. That's not the image we need conjured. Churn butter. Use churn. Get churn. Looking at the butter churn makes your muscles ache as you remember the long hours churning cream to make butter. Yeah, we've already read that one. Yeah. No bananas there. He's a very lonely wizard. Just as it appears. Oh, so it's nothing exciting. Obviously, you were raised by a very naughty wizard. Well, he really is a naughty wizard. He keeps killing the kids. Dropping to your hands and knees, you peer under the bed. There is absolutely nothing there. Might as well empty it. He's disgusting, you know. You're startled to discover an ancient parchment scroll. Its ink is faded, but it seems to be a map. Taking this treasure, you leave everything else exactly as it was. Ooh. Is the cat going to tell on me? Oops, not word Rob. There we go. So I found one of the 2 things. Unless there's 3 things and you forgot one. The magic map's faded ink. Ooh, wow. Has brightened, but only in those places where you have been. Interesting. Because I'm pretty sure I've been in those 2 brown spaces. I have traveled all of it. How I've been there, or how I know I've been there, because I mapped it all. F6 to teleport, F8 to put away. Ooh. Now that's cool. The brown space, as long as it's not the brown note, right? Fast travel unlocked. I mean, really. Didn't it say F8 to put it away? Oh, wait. Yeah, F8 to put the map away. Oh, that's why. Oh no, and they stole my freaking map! Yeah, crap. Well, at least I know where it is. I'll save it this time before I fast travel. I got a little too excited and was like, oh, look at that, I can do fast travel now. I don't even have to go up and down this stupid walkway. Yeah, I don't know how yet. You tug at the rug for quite a while before realizing you're standing on it. Oh my god, really? You lift up the rug in several places and look under it. Sad to say, all you see is the dust you swept under there yesterday. Use AK-47 with bandits. Suddenly, Sierra's a shooter. I haven't figured out how to get my stuff back, so I'm hesitant to just let them take it. Since I really only just picked up the map, I wasn't that worried about it. Hi, kitty cat. King's Quest becomes Police Quest. That's another series I need to play. Oh, son of a biscuit. Now then, the second item here. Check the night bowl. You don't know what would be in there. Hey, I can actually. And I know what's in there. If you're curious... Wrinkling your nose in disgust, you throw the smelly contents of the chamber pot out the open window. What a way to make a living. You don't make a living. You barely live. I don't have the mega one, Pie. You trying to tell me something?
Great hat, man.
Uh-oh. Time to grab the wizard's hat and create more chaos. Chaos unlocked. I'll say, where'd he go? Okay, so the real question here is, how do we explore the extended part of the desert? This map doesn't have that as an option. Wizard's house. The evil wizard Bitterman. Hey, I'm not that evil. Three Bears house. The village and pier. And then the extended pier. I haven't really explored this area either. A sandy beach is bordered by grass. A stream cuts through the grass and sand to complete its journey to the sea. You like the idea of the three bears living next to the evil wizard Manananan, yeah. Your eyes sweep the vast ocean before you. Blue water stretches as far as you can see. Way in the distance, it melts with the sky. I can only imagine this is going to drown me, so let's see. Oh, he just automatically swims, but he'll swim forever, won't he? Until he drowns. Swim to freedom, Gwydion. Yes, exactly. If this was King's Quest 4, she would have drowned by now. You have reached the limits of your strength. You panic and start to struggle hopelessly. Let's see what the death message is. Oh, so exciting. She gave up on coming up with good ones, I guess, by this point. Okay, so swimming in the ocean, waste of time. Ooh. Reason to take it. I really don't know how I'm supposed to trade. Not close enough. Standing right next to it. Just kinda evil. Good day to you, young man, greets the storekeeper. What can I do for you? Mystic, can I do you something? Is there something you need? Looking for the stick, huh? I'm not showing you where it is. That's a floofy tail. He says, stop. He says, I don't headbutt unless I want to headbutt. Watch out. Got any wands on sale? Yeah, there you go. Got any wands? Buy. Now, what can I do for you? Look. Let's see. Store is full of general merchandise and supplies to meet the needs of the village. A friendly storekeeper bustles busily behind the counter. I know an empty bag is in here, and that's one of the ingredients I need. The shelves are filled with all sorts of useful items. There are a few items of particular interest to you. Leather pouches, salt, fish oil, and lard. I need all 4 of those. For teleportation, I need salt grains, fish oil for transform into another animal like a cat, lard for invisible, and a leather pouch was for deep sleep. That's the one that I think I can use that and put the wizard to sleep. I'm just guessing. I don't know that, but I'm thinking that's what I need. Ask about... Oh, I can't do that. Pouch. What is price? I've got some dusting to do, the shopkeeper says, turning around. Just let me know when you need something. Oh. I don't have any money, but I want to know how much. I mean, where do I find money? Like, really? As you pet him, Kenny licks your hand and thumps his tail in appreciation. A small wad of dog fur collects in your hand, and you tuck it into your pocket for later use. Wow! That was unexpected. Tuft of fur is now collected. That is for creature language spell. We love you, Kenny. Here I thought I was going to have to get the tough to fur from the cat. The wood stove is hard at work heating this little store. It is chilly here, so close to the ocean. This was, I believe, the first game where you can visibly pet the dog. There was, you think, one game before this where you could pet the dog, but it was only in text. Never really thought about that. That's a good one. Hey, Vervain, how you doing? You love the danger element of sneaking out of the house in this game. Well, I have fast travel now. I have a magic map. The clerk responds, the day's turned a bit nippy, eh? Buy lard. Get lard. This is a business, not a charity. You have to buy the things you want. That's true. But with what? What can I sell? Let's see. Tell about wizard. Tell barmaid. Oops, maid about wizard. Talk to barmaid. She tosses her head and replies, what'll it be for you, sir? A good pull of ale, or do you rather a dram of rum? My, aren't you the handsome one? Get rum. Buy rum. The barmaid retorts, go on, you deadbeat. Yeah, it costs money. I don't know where he's going to get money. I love a busty barmaid. Where once the wizard appeared in front of you, now you may appear in front of the wizard. Ribbons, you are not wrong. That occurred to me when I first realized I could do this whole fast travel thing. Get sword. Look keg. And I'm not sure when the wizard's coming back. He left, game time was 2:09, so it's been 9 minutes. Really? 9 minutes game time. 25 minutes is the sleep time. I'm not sure about journey. He's only gone on one journey, and I didn't keep track of the time. This time I did. So we'll find that out soon enough. And somehow I think I got to get a rose or a flower out of the Three Bears house. You rapped lightly on the door of the charming house. No reply. Knock again, louder. Again, there is no response. Perhaps no one is home. Open door. Oh, nice. Okay, so they are randomly they're not. I mean, okay, that makes... In Three Bears house. Okay, look. You are in the charming home of the Three Bears. Mama Bear certainly does keep her house nice and cozy. Get food. Get, is it porridge? Is that what they got? Just right, so you take it with you. This bowl of porridge is much too cold. Of course. Much too hot, right? There's a cheery fire crackling in the fireplace, even though it's summer. Nope, chair, not char. The chairs are arranged Covey conversational grouping around the dining table. Sit. Let me guess, it's much too big.
Oh, this chair is much too hard, yeah.
You sink deeply into this overstuffed chair. Too deeply. This chair is much too soft. This chair feels just right. Hey, combo number 8. Oh, he broke it just like in the book. Look, mantle. I took their porridge. I stole their porridge. I broke their chair. Now I'm going to go lay in their beds and mess them all up. You know what? I think I've actually come into this before. This might be... I might have actually played parts of this back when we bought the collection. You open the drawer, and among the clothes, you see a pretty silver thimble. Get thimble. Closed drawer. Lay down. Lay on bed. Strange that the dark-haired boy and not the blonde girl encounters the 3 bears. Poop on their table. Well, that's just rude. Why would we want to do that? And stealing their porridge is bad enough. It's like a determined quest for this music. Alexander getting it done. Ah, this bed is just right. You've fallen asleep. Uh-oh. Oh no, Papa Bear has found you sleeping in Baby Bear's bed. You are in for it now. Now he's really getting DJ Jazzy Jeffed. And stay out. But he didn't take my stuff. Yeah, exactly. He didn't take my stuff, and I didn't die. Oh, man, it's going to make me do this. Well, at least I don't have to... Can I teleport into the house? Nah, it takes me right back there. Stay out of the woods. Woolsworth, yeah, right. Proof that meeting the bear in the woods is better than meeting the man in the woods. That's true. I've managed to find, was it 3? Excuse me, 3 ingredients. Actually, no, thimble. What am I doing with a thimble? Collecting dew, perhaps. No, it's not one of the... It's listed in my inventory like an ingredient. Ah, crap. You hate that you're online enough to get that reference? Which reference is that? Scandal in Fairyland? Maybe I'm not online enough. Oh, the bear versus man thing. I thought it was a reference to the fact that while there are some very dangerous animals, one of the most dangerous animals in our woods anyway, just threw me out of the house. If it was a man, they probably would have killed you. This music, God, is just so epic for this. It's kind of funny. Back in the days, the man would have kicked the bear in the balls to keep that fish. Oh, crap. Feels like Gears of War 3. You know, you're right. Like we're assaulting the stronghold. That was so funny. Which ad was that? The man bear pig is real. Yeah. The fish tuna ad or something. Oh. Beginning to wonder if Roberta has your best interests at heart. She just likes to torture people, that's all. I mean, if it wasn't for game mechanics like this, I don't know if she would have been as well known. You always love these pathway segments? Yeah, I mean, they were tedious and kind of annoying at times because they existed in all of them, like Space Quest. I remember there was one where you had to avoid the electrical fields and things like that as you were traveling through an alien planet. I forget which one that was, 3 or 4 maybe. It was very similar to this. It's like playing Operation, you know? King's Quest 4, yeah, King's Quest 4 had the whale tongue, is peak mystery pad. You are not wrong. That whale tongue was impossible to figure out. It's like I am literally just guessing where the path is. There is nothing giving me any kind of feedback. Yeah, it also had the cave. Yep. And the stairs at the end of the game, when you had the stairs that you had to keep going up and down, you could fall down all the time. It was, the hell, Gwydion, you lame-o. Trying to get around this rock up here is... That was mine. That was me. Wait, what? Whale thong? No. It took me a second to realize you didn't type tongue. You remember the spiral stairs in the haunted house? Yeah. The whale tail. But they love these... They love these sequences. And I don't really know why. I mean, like I said before, they're tedious and annoying. But they're also iconic. They're part of what people remember with Sierra. So I really don't think Sierra would have the same level of notoriety if it wasn't for this kind of stuff. The soft locks. We're supposed to see through those rocks. I mean, really. Well, for one thing, I always thought it was lame. I know why they did it that way, but I always thought it was lame that they would hide what you can see when you're literally playing the character and it's actually back there to see it. Like, why can't I see what they see? You think I have you think you have PTSD from that whale tongue? That whale tongue sucked. I forget. I spent a couple hours on that, I think, on stream. I couldn't figure out how to get up the tongue. And we'll go hide our stuff. So, I'm going to guess at least 25 minutes. Actually, I had a conversation with someone else today about that whale tongue, and the consensus was the same. It seems most people hated that. Hint, use the numpad. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, the number pad does help, but it's not that much help. I didn't find it that helpful. I found it easier on the diagonals, but you still had to know when to turn because there's no visible sign to tell you, okay, you got to go the other direction now that you got up here. Space Quest 2, navigating through the vine. Yeah, the vine monster. That's the one I was talking about, Drew. Yep, that's the one I had in mind. The vine monster. God, I hated that one. It was so annoying. Your brother thought to make an overlay for the computer screen out of tracing paper. Interesting. That's actually pretty cool. That's a solution I'd never heard anybody try, or that I've never heard anybody talk about. Your save game log was about 5 saves in various places throughout the game. About 25 saves just on that whale tongue. Oh, wait. Let me get my map. I was going to check 2 things. One, I want to see if I have an empty jar. Okay. He was always bad at school, but great at adventure games. CDO, welcome in there on the YouTube channel. And Drubius, good to see you as well. Hope you're happy to be here. Having a good day, good Tuesday. Oh, wait, I don't know why I'm going this way. Look, map. There's a second thing in the house, supposedly, that I'm missing. I say supposedly like it's not true. I'm sure there is a second thing. I just don't know what it is. So we got something from the Three Bears. I don't understand the desert area yet, but it is a typical Sierra endless maze. Let's try this. Oops. Well, thank you. And so it shall be. You don't need it. Why? I just want something. Wait, we swim automatically now. Yeah, you swam automatically at 4. I guess 1 and 2 are the only ones that don't swim automatically. Yeah, huge quality of life upgrade. How many times I drowned in the first 2? Sierra games are among your favorites. Nice. They're some of my earliest gaming memories. PC gaming, anyway. My earliest was really Zork, but I didn't really play anything. I mean, some sports games and trivia and stuff like that on, relatives' PCs if they had one. But for the most part, I never really played any games like this until King's Quest IV came out. And that was my first Sierra game, and really my first IBM-based game that I played and completed. Let's see. I don't really know what I'm looking for out here. I know the acorn. Oh yeah, I know the acorns. Something here I can do. There's an opening in the side of the hill, which is covered by a huge spider web. Inside it is as black as pitch. Throw rock at web. How can you do that? I'm also kind of waiting for the wizard because I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to make it tonight, but I do have the time set down. So when we come back next week and the timer runs out, we'll know. Because I don't know if I don't know how long he's gone. Wizard sleeps, we counted 25 minutes to the second. And I'm going to assume it's at least 25 minutes, if not longer. Yeah, exactly. Probably harder to find a Sierra game without one. Hoyle card games. The Desert You Remember is from King's Quest V. That narrator taunting me, dying for a drink, Graham. The hot, dry sands of the desert reach seemingly forever to the west. It is a parched land. The flora in this hot, dry desert is scant. The only plants that grow are cactus, thorny shrubs, and an occasional stunted tree. There's got to be another map or some other kind of thing that will... stunting on that tree. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss. Somehow I got to find money, or I've got to be able to get into the store here or the tavern here and get stuff without getting money. So, important things that I need. The rose petal essence, which I assume is going to come from a flower in the Three Bears garden. The salt grains, which is located in the store. Dried acorns, which I'm pretty sure where that's located, and I think I need the aid of creature language spell to get it. Empty jar. I think there's empty jars down in the laboratory. I should have grabbed one when I went down there last time. But really, the only ones that I need, like I'm missing right now one ingredient. Aside from the magic wand, which I still can't find, I could complete Storm. And I think I could complete the flight one as well. I could, yeah. Still so much to find. Same here. Some of your first PC games you have played in the early 90s, Dad brought home from work. Sierra Hoyle, yep. No, my parents bought that one as well. They really... And I enjoyed it. It was actually pretty good. Police Quest, Space Quest, many others for you. It helped you learn to type. Now that's awesome. Because, 2 or 3 words at a time. All right. Really don't know where else to go. Definitely learned the parts of speech from Sierra parsers. Ah, that's a good point. Tavern is on the north side of the pier. The old rusted anchor is much too heavy to move. Didn't ask you to move it. I'd like to know what this is in the bottom right corner. Almost looks like a head gasket, but I know what it is. It's a rope with buoys or floats on it, like creating water barriers. Not the proper names, of course, but when they covered it in school, I thought, oh right, like Talk Man, yeah. Ye old massive head gasket. I mean, it really does. I guess you know what I'm talking about, huh? Good, simple days those were. They really were. They were. I like games like this because, I mean, they're complex now, but they're really simple compared to other games. Oh, just go in, man. Get job. It's a business, not a charity. I'm not asking to buy the job. I said get a job. Ask for a job. Got work. Buy a job. Don't have any money. Wait, you mean you'll pay me to work for me? That's the best business model ever. Mom bought KQ 5 and 6. Might and Magic 3. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. So he actually spent less time traveling than sleeping. So he left 2:09 and 24 seconds. He returned at 2:34. Oh no, same amount of time, 25 minutes. So yeah, 25 minutes whenever he goes away or sleeps is 25 minutes. Mystic. Mystic. You a silly cat, you know that. It's so silly. He is a cutie, isn't he? Shopkeeper didn't see anything. Gwydion, why do you have dog fur? Is it for a spell component? No, I was just petting this dog. I mean, it's probably a spell component, but silence! There's no way you could have collected these things without disobeying me, Gwydion. The hateful wizard hisses as he takes the offensive objects from you. And the shopkeep's like, Mananan, every single time he shows up. There we go. Now I gotta clean this up. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I just swept. Aw, son of a... Okay, well. I forgot to save it after I got up there. I better get out of the... get the dustpan out again. Shopkeeper shakes his head and says, spell around and find out. That would make that Spaffo. Sounds like a cleaning product. I mean, considering he just sat there and watched the guy disintegrate Gwydion right in front of him. Yeah, he knows better than to complain. All right. What all do I have? Oh, yeah. Lots of stuff. Hey, Mar. How you doing? Lurky turkey, Red Brown. All right. All under bed. And I hate to do it, but I gotta. It's 9 o'clock. Now that I know I didn't soft block myself at the end of that last stream, I didn't really have to redo anything, so I actually got a lot more done than it felt like. It's kind of slow. I really don't like the timer in this. Just be honest. I don't know if it ever goes away, but I'm not even sure how to deal with it. But that's the only problem I have with it. No, you're welcome. Have a good night. I'm hoping to. I'm ready for a nap. It's been a long day. All right. There we go. Sorry for the ending to this epic music. It's really good. There is only one way to deal with it. Of course there is. Mystic is coming over to deal with it now. Aren't you, Mystic? Back up there. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. The Michael thing, I'm glad that you're back, and I'm glad that you're feeling better. That's always good news. And for all else, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I look forward to see you guys on Thursday at GOGCOM, 7 p.m. on a game I have yet to select. I'll find something. Otherwise, perhaps Friday morning. Getting close to the end of Might and Magic 3, I think. Well, relatively close. It might be done in 25 streams total. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night.
It doesn't appear as any more coal can be broken off.
No more. No more coal.